And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I have a question to ask you. What is hell? Where is it? Some say it's a place that the soul goes to after death to be purified. Others believe that hell is right here on earth, that indeed life is a synonym for hell. Which is right? Are both right, perhaps? Don't know. One thing sure, though. If life on earth isn't hell for everyone, it certainly can be for some. Henry and Matilda Smith, to mention only two.
No, Henry. I don't believe you. You couldn't have done such a thing, not you.
Yes, Matilda. Me. I did it.
You only imagine you did. I've heard that when people are starving, they imagine all kinds of things, horrifying things. They hallucinate.
No hallucination.
I don't believe you.
Believe me. Believe me. Look, I'll take off my coat. Look and believe.
Oh, your shed blood.
Soaked in blood. Dripping with it. Dripping with blood.
Our mystery drama, The Diamond Necklace, was adapted especially for the Mystery Theater from the classic story of Guy de Maupassant by George Lowther and stars Mandel Kramer and Marion Seldes. I have asked, where is hell? What is it? I have often pondered the question and came to no resolution. But surely one thing is true, that if life on earth is not itself hell, it is often a very convincing imitation. The statement you're about to hear proves that. A statement, an account, written by a man named Henry Smith in New York City in the year 1897. A memoir, if you will, of a special kind of horror.
Yes, I'm going to kill myself. With this gun. Put a bullet through my head and end once and for all the mortal terror, the hideous misery of these past 10 years. Believe me, it is not the horrors I've been through because of the diamond necklace. Not the 10 frightful years of grinding poverty and unremitting torment. Not the murder nor the suicide, not the utter misery, not these that make me take my life. But the shock, the awful shock of what I heard today. The shock which may, for all I know, have unhinged my mind. But in any case, has destroyed all desire to go on living. Where to begin my story? Anywhere will do, I suppose, so I'll begin with that moment when, in sudden frustration, I flung the glass of wine against the wall.
Henry! Oh, my darling, my darling!
I'm sorry, Matilda. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just don't think I can bear anymore. It's too much.
Oh, darling, dearest, the world hasn't come to an end. All right. You've had bad luck for a number of years.
Bad luck? Abominable, that's what it's been. Has anyone worked harder than I have to be a success?
No, my darling.
Has anyone tried more than I have? Tried and tried.
Sweetheart.
What happens? Every time. The glove shop. All our savings in the glove shop, and it burns to the ground on opening day. All of our savings gone. And then the job at Mountjoy's for 3 years. 3 solid years. I break my back as a clerk, and then I'm promoted to floor walker, and what happens?
But it isn't your fault you came down with the flu.
It's never my fault, Matilda. That's the point. I try, and I get nowhere. This morning I go back to Mountjoy's. 2 weeks ill, and I go back to the floor walker job, I think. You go out, you buy a steak, a bottle of wine, we'll splurge a little to celebrate. Sorry, Smith, Collier says. Collier the Great. Collier, head floor walker. Sorry, Smith. We had to give the job to Platow. It's just too much, Matilda. I can't take it anymore.
Darling, please. Look. Here. Another glass of wine. Drink this one. It will relax you. Things won't look so black. You'll see the brighter side.
What brighter side?
Well, our love, for one thing.
Now, how can you love a failure?
I don't love a failure. I love you. And you're not a failure. Henry, dearest, we're young. We're healthy. We're in love. Together we can face anything, overcome anything. Oh, darling, that reminds me. Something came for you in the mail today. It looks important.
What is it?
Here.
Oh, expensive envelope. Addressed to me. I'll soon find out what it is. Beautiful paper. We sell this kind of heavy vellum at
Henry, what is it?
I don't understand this.
What is it?
Here, see for yourself. Here.
Mr. and Mrs. Roger Van Wyck Mountjoy III request the pleasure of your company at a dinner party the evening... Request the pleasure of our company? Oh, that's impossible. He owns Mountjoy's, and you're...
Just another clerk? Is that what you were going to say?
No, dearest.
Not as impossible as you may think. An invitation like this.
But they take a floor walker job away because you've been ill 2 weeks.
Because maybe, just maybe, Mountjoy has something better for me. He's noticed how hard I've worked these past 3 years, the long hours I've put in, the overtime without pay.
Henry, do you think so?
Well, how else do you explain the invitation?
I don't.
Matilda, dearest, this is it. My luck has changed. Dinner with the Mountjoys. Why, it can mean only one thing. Not just a promotion, but a big promotion. Now, I'll have to rent some dinner clothes. I don't have any.
But, darling, I can't rent a gown.
You'll buy one.
With what?
We've got $43 saved
no,
up.
I'm not going to touch our savings,
You've got
Henry.
to, darling. This is important. Take what you need. Take it all. Buy the best gown you can find. Something that will be worthy of your beauty.
Oh, but, darling, you don't understand. I'll need more than a gown. Shoes to match, a handbag, other things. And I'll need jewelry of some sort, a pin or a necklace, a string of pearls. Where would I get that?
Yes, that is a problem, all right. Unless, wait a minute. How about your friend, Mrs. Forrester?
You mean borrow something from her?
Why not?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
She's loaded with jewelry of all kinds, isn't she? Every time you talk about the days when you were governess to her kids, you always
mention... She has a lot of jewelry, but I'd feel awfully awkward. I'd be embarrassed.
Why? Matilda, you're friends. You go to her house for tea.
Oh, once a year, maybe.
Well, even so, you are friends. She likes you.
Well, if you think it would be all right...
Why shouldn't it be? Look, this invitation from Mountjoy himself, it's my big chance, Matilda, the chance I've been waiting for, working for. We can't pass it up. We have got to go to that dinner party. So, sweetheart, you go buy that gown, and you borrow that jewelry.
Of course, Matilda, certainly.
Oh, it's awfully good of you, Mrs. Forrester. I hesitated to ask,
but... nonsense, dear. Well, come along into the boudoir. We'll go through all my jewelry, and you shall have your pick. Tell me, how is that handsome husband of yours?
Oh, he's fine. Fine. And about to get his big chance at Mountjoy's, too.
Oh, an opportunity I'm sure he deserves. Well, now, my jewelry is in these boxes. Now, you start looking while I go tell Hortense to make tea for us.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Forrester. Thank you.
Nothing?
Well...
Oh, but surely, Matilda, surely there must be something that will go with your new gown. These pearls. This emerald pin. One or another of these diamond brooches. Oh, surely there's... So that's it.
What?
Oh, there is something, but you're too shy to ask for it.
Well,
Now, come. Tell me, what piece has caught your eye?
That one.
The diamond necklace.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't ask you for that.
Of course you can, and you're right. As always, your taste is impeccable.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, who asked for thanks? Oh, I will ask one thing, though, Matilda, dear.
Anything.
Now, be sure to have the necklace back to me by Saturday. See, I'm going to a dinner party that night.
Oh, but I'll return it on Thursday, the day after the Mountjoy party.
Oh, any time at all, my dear, but no later than Saturday. And Matilda, tell your husband I couldn't be more delighted over his good fortune. He deserves it. And so do you.
Thank you, driver. No, that's all right. Keep the change. Matilda, wait. Let me help you out.
Henry, look. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? It's a mansion, all lit up, blazing, with those new electric lights.
It is a sight, isn't it? Look, at the front doors are wide open. You can see people dancing in the ballroom.
Oh, those gowns the women are wearing. Henry, do I look all right?
You look like a fairy princess. The gown, the diamond necklace. You are a fairy princess. Come, princess. Let's knock them dead.
Is there a butler or someone that we give the invitation to?
Well, there doesn't seem to be. Or it doesn't matter. Oh, look.
What?
The man coming toward us. That's Roger Mountjoy himself. Matilda, he's going to greet us personally.
Can I help you?
We're here for your party, your dinner party, Mr. Mountjoy.
You know me.
Why, of course.
We've met, have we?
Well, not actually. I've seen you, of course, any number of times at the department store, but we've never really met.
Then I'm afraid I'm rather at a loss to understand what you're doing here.
Well, Mr. Mountjoy, I'm Henry Smith.
Oh?
I'm employed by you at the department store. A clerk in sporting goods. You invited me and my wife to your party tonight.
So you're the mistake. You are the mistake that was made.
The mistake?
Let me see the invitation.
Certainly.
Yes, addressed to Henry Smith, spelled S-M-I-T-H. That fool secretary of mine.
I don't understand.
Well, it's simple enough, Smith. I have a friend, a close friend, named Henry Smythe, spelled S-M-Y-T-H-E. My secretary simply sent the invitation to you instead of him. A mistake. A ridiculous mistake.
Ridiculous?
What else would you call it?
Unfortunate. Embarrassing.
Unfortunate, embarrassing, ridiculous, whatever you call it. I am not in the habit of inviting my clerks to my home. Now, I'll say good night to you and to your decidedly attractive wife. I'm very sorry, my dear, very sorry.
Being sorry doesn't help matters much, Mr. Mountjoy.
My dear.
Your secretary makes a mistake, and we make all sorts of preparations for your party. Clothes that we can hardly afford.
I
cab
said
fare.
I'm sorry. Good night.
No, you can't just put us out like this.
Henry, for heaven's sake.
Not put us out like beggars. I don't mind for myself, but my wife has looked forward to this. She's bought a new gown, new shoes, accessories, looked forward with great anticipation.
Henry, please,
You
come.
cruel, you heartless.
Henry! Good night, Mr. Mountjoy.
Perhaps we'll meet again, Mrs. Smith.
I don't think so, Mr. Mountjoy. Come, Henry. Henry, it was a mistake. An unfortunate mistake.
Wrong, Matilda. A ridiculous mistake. You heard him. You heard the great Roger Van Wyck Mountjoy III. A ridiculous mistake, Smith. Yes, ridiculous, all right. A clerk spends the savings of nearly 2 years.
Maybe I could take the gown and the shoes back.
Cab fare all across town, there and back. And to him, it's ridiculous.
They might refund it. They might...
Punched him in the nose is what I should have done. Punched him in the nose.
Oh, and found yourself out of a job in the morning. If you still have a job at Mountjoy.
I don't give a damn if I've got a job there or not. I don't give a damn if I ever see the inside of Mountjoy's again. I don't give a damn if...
Henry. What's wrong? Why are you staring at me like that?
Where's the necklace?
The necklace?
Yes, the necklace. The diamond necklace, Matilda. Where is it?
Gone. Henry. Henry, I've lost the diamond necklace.
If you're a man listening to my voice, put yourself in Henry Smith's shoes, and if a woman, in Matilda's, and tell me that hell doesn't exist on Earth. Go on. Tell me. I'll return shortly for Act 2. To the thoughtful person, the emotion of terror need not be activated only by the horrendous. There are many forms of terror. The quick and sudden terror which makes the soul scream out in agony. The slow and eroding kind which makes the soul moan in mounting fear. Is the terror of a man going to his death any greater than, say, a baby wailing with hunger and in fear there may not be another meal? Henry Smith can give you the answer.
I can hardly write these words. My hands are numb. Not only with the bitter cold of this heatless room, the chill of the winter wind seeping through the broken window, but also the horror, the true horror memory brings back to me. Her words.
Gone, Henry. I've lost the diamond necklace.
How could you have lost it?
I don't know, but it's gone.
Take off your wrap, maybe.
Maybe what?
I don't know, maybe when it slipped from your neck, it got caught inside the wrap.
Oh, I doubt if it could possibly...
Well, look anyhow.
No, it's not here. It's gone, Henry. A fortune in diamonds lost.
Now, don't panic. We mustn't panic now. We'll just keep calm and just think. Try to remember. When did you last have the necklace? When did you last notice it?
Don't know. I can't remember.
Well, you must. Now, did you have it in the cab going to Mountjoy's?
Yes. Yes, I had it then, and I remembered... Yes, I had it when we got out and walked up the steps to the door.
You're sure of that?
Oh, yes. I remember putting my hand on it, patting it.
Did you have it in the cab on the way home from Mountjoy's?
I don't remember.
Try to remember, please, try. Did you or didn't you?
I don't know. I was too upset to notice.
Well, you've got to find that necklace.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going out to find it.
Well,
I'll try and find the cab we hired on the way back. I'll go to Mountjoy's house and look around outside. Have we any money?
Money?
Well, I can't walk to Mountjoy's. It's too far. I'll have to take a cab.
Let's see. We have $2 and some change left.
All right, give it to me.
Oh, Henry, wait. There's no food in the house for tomorrow. You don't get paid till Saturday.
No, I don't.
Henry?
Oh, that scares you, doesn't it? $2 and change. No food in the house. No pay till Saturday. Oh, it's frightening. I think I'm going to be sick.
Henry. Oh, my darling.
No,
Henry.
All right, I'm all right. I'm all right. Expect me when you see me.
Henry.
What?
Forgive me.
Oh, darling, it isn't your fault. Get that thought out of your head. It isn't your fault.
It is my fault. It is. Is that you, Henry?
Yes.
Well, I must have fallen asleep. It's nearly dawn. You didn't find it?
No.
I could kill myself.
Matilda, please, sweetheart, you mustn't feel guilty about this. What we've got to do now is figure out what to do. Now, have you any idea how expensive it was, the necklace?
No, but it came in a Carteret box.
Carteret? The most expensive jewelers in town. Must have cost a fortune. Well, I guess there's no way out but for you to tell Mrs. Forrester.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't possibly do that.
You'll have to. There's nothing else we can do.
Oh, there's got to be something. I'd rather die than go to Mrs. Forrester and tell her I lost the necklace. I can't do it, Henry.
I don't know what else.
Well, replace it. We'll have to replace it.
Replace it? How?
Well, I'll go to Carteret's and describe the necklace. They just might have a duplicate. Well, they might.
And if they do, what then? You hand them this $1.39 I've got left and take the necklace to Mrs. Forrester? You going out of your mind?
If I haven't, I'm close to it.
Look, go to Mrs. Forrester tomorrow.
I can't, Henry. Please don't make me go.
When have I ever made you do anything? All right, we'll find a way out of this. All right, look, you go to Carteret's tomorrow and see what you come up with, and we'll just have to take it from there.
But what if they don't have a duplicate?
That isn't what worries me. What worries me is, what if they do?
Well, madam, I would say this necklace is quite nearly a perfect match to the one you described.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. How much is it?
$6,500. Madam, are you all right?
Yes, quite all right. I suppose that it must be paid for all at once.
All at once?
I mean, there's a new way of paying for things these days.
If you mean the installment buying, madam, our customers have no need of it.
Yes. Well, now I'll let you know.
As you wish.
$6,500, you said?
Yes, $6,500.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come in, Mr. Smith.
Yes, Mr. Brock. Henry Smith.
Frankie Matthews sent you to me, eh?
Yes, he works in the department next to mine, in hats.
I got more than one client from Mountjoy's. What I'm saying, you're in good hands, Mr. Smith. Let's see, full name?
Henry James Smith.
Oh, James. Address?
227 East 9th Street.
227 East. Okay. How much you want to borrow?
$6,500.
Uh-huh. Any collateral?
If I had collateral, I'd have gone to the bank, Mr. Brock.
Somebody twisted your arm to come to me.
No, of course not.
So why insult me, Mr. Smith? I don't need you. You need me, right?
Yes.
The way I operate, I make you a straight loan at interest. You pay back the principal when and as you can. Long as you pay the interest each month, we got no problem.
How much interest?
1%.
1%? 1% of $6,500. That's $60.50, right?
Right.
Well, that isn't too bad. I guess I can manage $60.50 a year, I guess.
A month, Mr. Smith.
What?
1% a month, $60.50 a month.
A month? But, well, that's usury.
Hey, you know something, Smith? It's a good thing I don't charge for insults. You'd be in a real mess if I did.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. It's just that... Oh, good Lord, I couldn't possibly afford all that, not on my salary.
I'm sorry to hear it. You wasted my time.
Well, now, wait now.
I'm waiting.
Well, I'm... All right, I'll take it. And don't worry, I'll find a way to pay the interest. Don't worry.
I won't. I never worry, Mr. Smith. I let my clients do it all.
Why, no, Matilda, dear. I wasn't in the least concerned.
Well, I did say I'd return the necklace Thursday. Here it is, Saturday.
But I'll not be wearing it till tonight, and... Well, it certainly wasn't your fault. The clasp broke.
Oh, the clasp isn't quite the same as the old one. Look, I'll show you.
Oh, no, don't bother. Just toss the box over there.
Mrs. Forrester, I was wondering...
Yes, dear.
Would you know of anyone who might need a governess?
You?
Yes.
You're in need of employment?
Well, Henry doesn't make much, and I thought I might help out a little.
Oh, I see. Well, let's see now. I'm afraid I don't know of anyone who needs a governess, no, but
Yes?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be for you.
What? I'm not proud, Mrs. Forrester. If it's honest work...
Honest enough, my dear, but exhausting. You see, a friend of mine, a very large family, needs someone to do washing.
A washerwoman?
I told you it wouldn't be for you. Well, I'll ask around among my friends and let you know if I come up with anything.
Thank you.
Now, just let me be sure I have your address correct.
Oh, we're moving.
Are you? Oh, do you know where?
Yes. 121 Delahanty Street.
Delahanty? But, my dear, isn't that thought to be something of a slum area?
Oh, not that bad.
Matilda, child, has something gone wrong? Are you and Henry in some sort of trouble you're not telling me about?
No.
Well, then why are you willing to take a job as a washerwoman? Why are you moving to Delahanty Street? Oh, very well. I won't press you, but please do keep one thing in mind. I'm always willing and ready to help you in any way. You will keep that in mind, won't you, dear?
Yes. And thank you, Mrs. Forrester. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, my dear. And thank you for returning the necklace. If you ever want to borrow it again...
Thank you. I don't think I will. Not ever again.
We made a deal, Smith. A month ago to the day. Now you come in and tell me you can't pay the interest.
Well, not all of it, Mr. Brock, but...
But what?
I've got $34 of the 60.
60 and 50 cents.
Yes. And if you'll just accept that...
Sure. Sure, let's have it. You bring the rest tomorrow. Same time. 6 o'clock.
But that's impossible.
Impossible, huh?
It's taken me a month to get $34 together. How am I going to get practically as much again in just a day?
That's your problem.
Well, it's a problem I can't solve. Look, I'll pay you every cent I owe you, but you've got to give me time.
Time is money, Mr. Smith. And you haven't got much of either. Let me show you something. You see this?
Yes?
What is it?
A switchblade knife.
Very sharp, Mr. Smith. Razor sharp. Now, I'll tell you how it's going to be. You come here tomorrow at 6 o'clock and you have the money, or I'll take a piece out of your right ear with this knife.
Mr. Brock.
You come back tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and if you still haven't got the money, I take a piece out of your left ear.
You're a...
I know what I am. You better know what you are. You're a loser, Smith, and you're a loser because you're a sucker. Tomorrow, Smith. Same time. Oh. And, bring your wife.
My wife? What for?
Who knows? Maybe she could even, save you from losing your life. Who knows, Smith?
If ever terror, cold, chilling terror, struck through a man's soul, it strikes through Henry Smith's. Snared by circumstances he did not create, he is now like an animal caught in a trap, quivering with terror, shaking with horror, and all because of a diamond necklace. A diamond necklace borrowed and lost. I'll return shortly for Act 3. What bitter, cruel, insupportable tragedy can smash a human life because of one mischance? Henry and Matilda Smith have discovered this to their sorrow. Had Henry or Matilda thought for a moment, they might have realized that the party invitation from Roger Mountjoy had to be a mistake. In any case, had they realized this, certainly Matilda would never have borrowed that diamond necklace from Mrs. Forrester and lose it. And had Matilda not lost it, well, let Henry tell us.
outside is strengthening, getting colder. Snow was beginning to fall. The last snow I shall ever see. Would that I had never seen the light of day, never been born. When I remember what took place in Brock's office the next day. Going to his office filled me with fear. But not going would have made me more fearful still. I entered his office in a cold sweat and found myself trembling with nerves as he said,
I thought you'd find the money somehow. I was sure of it.
I haven't found it, Mr. Brock. I haven't got it.
You didn't bring your wife, so I figured you had the money.
No.
Maybe you don't hear too good, even with ears. You remember this? I see you do. But also you remember maybe that I said bring your wife. Well?
I remember, Mr. Brock, but look, give me just a little time.
No, not time. This is what I'm going to give you. Here, look. You see this? This little piece of pink stuff on the tip of the knife, that's you, Smith. Just a very little piece of your ear. But don't you worry about it. It's bleeding a lot, but it'll heal. Now, you be smart. Go and get your wife, Smith. Bring her here.
She's working.
Yeah, I know. Doing the washing of some rich dame. Ruining her hands, ruining her looks, her body. Especially her looks and her body. Now, you don't want that now, do you?
Mr. Brock, she's helping me get the money to pay you.
There's easier ways.
I will not bring my wife here. You think I don't know what you mean by easier ways?
Oh, you know, all right. You're smart, real smart. Now, look, let me lay it out for you. You're into me for $6,500. Now, like I tell you, I don't care about you paying off the principal. I got ways of getting that in time. What I want now is the interest. Now, your wife could make more than that in one night.
You dirty rotten...
Hold it.
You miserable...
Hold it unless you want me to do more with it.
Hold
it. Wait, give me back your knife. Damn you, give it back.
Stay away from me. I warn you, stay away.
Why? You'll use the knife on me? I don't think so, Smith. You're gonna go and get that sexy wife of yours and you're gonna bring her here. No.
Matilda, you're home.
Yes, my back was... I was working over the tubs today, and it began to pain again, so I... Henry! You're white as a sheet and trembling. Henry, what happened?
I killed a man, Matilda. I killed a man.
No.
Brock, the moneylender.
No, Henry, I don't believe you. You couldn't have done such a thing, not you.
Yes. Yes, Matilda, I did it.
No, you just imagine that you did. I've heard that when people are starving, they imagine all kinds of things, horrifying things. They hallucinate.
No
they
hallucination.
I don't believe you.
Believe me, look. I'll take off my coat. Look.
Oh, God.
And believe.
Your shirt, blood.
Soaked in blood. Dripping with blood.
Take it off, quickly. Take it off, and I'll wash it.
You can't wash it. Nobody must know. And you'd have to wash it in the kitchen or the bathroom down the hall.
There's no running water in this room. Oh, take it off. We'll hide it. I can't believe. I just can't believe you. You were always so gentle.
He was threatening me with a knife. He cut my ear, and he was threatening me again if I didn't...
Didn't?
Bring you to him.
Me? What would he want with me?
I don't know.
But he must have a reason. He wouldn't threaten you with a knife unless... Oh.
What's so funny?
I was thinking. Oh, just thinking. What a surprise he'd have in store.
Surprise? Brock?
He must have heard how I looked a month ago. He doesn't know what that month has done to me. Why didn't you tell him? Why didn't you tell him that since the night I lost the necklace, since the night of the Mountjoy's party, the party that looked so exciting, it was going to be so thrilling.
My secretary made a mistake. A ridiculous mistake. Ridiculous.
Only it was all a mistake. mistake.
Sweetheart.
A horrible,
Matilda.
horrible mistake.
Sweetheart, oh,
Worse
sweetheart,
than
please.
horrible, I lost the necklace. I'm the one who couldn't face Mrs. Forrest.
Please, no.
Why couldn't I? I'm the one who made you borrow all that
No.
money. I'm the one who made you a murderer. Oh, God, forgive me for what I did.
You did nothing, darling. You lost a diamond necklace. It could have happened to anyone. And it's over now. All of the misery is over.
Oh,
Yes, Brock is dead. I killed him. But I did it in self-defense. I'm not excusing myself. Don't think that. You kill a man, you take a life, whatever the reason, you must pay. Somehow or other you must pay, and I will. But in the meantime, we're out from under the burden, the awful burden of paying that monthly interest. Even the loan, we can forget it.
how?
Well, who knows about it? It was between Brock and me. Who else would know? All I'm saying is that what's happened gives us a break, gives us time to recover and make a fresh start. No more 12-hour washing days for you, no more extra jobs for me. We can get some rest, we can eat better, we can restore our health so that... Who can that be?
The police.
I don't see how. Well, one way to find out. Yes?
Hi. May I come in?
Who are you?
Well, I'm afraid we never had the pleasure of meeting face to face, Mr. Smith, but Arnie told me about you, and maybe he told you about me?
Arnie?
Arnie Brock. I'm his wife, Doris. Or I guess I should say, his widow.
No. You won't do this. I won't let you do it.
What else is there to do?
Something. We'll find a way. You go behind my back, you go to that Brock woman, and you...
I agree to do what she wants, what her husband wanted. There's no other way. If I don't do this, we'll both sicken and die. This way, once the loan is paid...
But it will never be paid, Matilda. The interest alone, the monthly interest.
No interest. Not anymore.
What are you talking about?
Well, I agreed to become a hostess on one condition. I would pay off the loan with my earnings, but no more interest.
And she agreed?
Well, there seems to be a shortage of girls, of compliant girls. Here,
What's this?
it's the agreement I made her sign. No interest, and... Now, would you please hook me up in the back?
No.
Henry, please.
In that dress. In the very gown you bought for the Mountjoy party.
It's brand new, Henry. I never got to wear it very long. Never got a chance to dance in it, as I thought I would. Oh, that music was so lovely. Remember when we came through the open front doors? All those gay people dancing and drinking and chatting. So many lovely gowns. All those gorgeous colors. And the electric lights. I'd never seen them before. So bright, so glowing. And the music. The music. Oh, if we'd only danced together, Henry. One dance. Just one. If we only had that to remember to dream on. Dance with me. Henry, dance with me.
No, I can't.
Take me in your arms and dance with me. Don't you hear the music? It's the waltz. It's a waltz, Henry. They're playing a waltz, a divine waltz, and I'm in your arms, floating in your arms, turning and turning, my feet scarcely touching the floor.
Stop it, Matilda.
Turning and turning.
Matilda, look out to the window!
Ah.
No. 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 She was dead when I reached her. 5 stories below, in the courtyard, crumpled, broken, dead. We buried her in the gown that she loved so much, the only
pretty gown she'd ever had. As I saw the coffin lowered into the ground, heard the first shovelful of dirt fall on her face, I made her a promise. A promise it took 10 years to keep. 498, 499, 500. The debt is paid, Mrs. Brock.
Look, tell me something. After she died, your wife, you could have taken off, flown the coop. I'd never have found you. Instead, you worked yourself to death, close to it anyways, for 10 years. How come?
It's the way she would have wanted it.
Excuse me, I beg your pardon.
Yes?
Are you, by any chance, are you Henry Smith?
Yeah. Why, Mrs. Forrester.
Well, of all things. Now, I saw you sitting here in the park, and I thought, now, that man reminds me of someone. And then I realized, Henry Smith. It's been a long time.
Yes, a very long time.
And how is Matilda? She stopped coming to see me quite a few years ago, and I tried to get in touch with her, but you'd moved and left no forwarding address.
She's dead, Mrs. Forrester.
Oh.
10 years now.
Oh, I am so sorry. Oh. She was such a delightful little person. So serious, so sincere. I remember lending her a diamond necklace to go to a party. She accidentally broke the clasp, and really, I've never seen anyone so terribly upset over such a little thing.
A diamond necklace is not a little thing, Mrs. Forrester.
Well, I suppose not, but not if it were a real diamond necklace with genuine diamonds. Mine were paste. Fake diamonds, worth no more than, $100. Oh, Mr. Smith, Mr. Smith, what? Oh, please, someone help me. This man has fainted.
I cannot live with it. The shock, the horror of learning that the diamond necklace was a fake. It doesn't matter now. Nothing has mattered to me since Matilda died. If, as I've heard, there's a life after death, this gun will take me to Matilda in that other life. If not, I'll at least be out of this one.
In the words of Guy de Maupassant, how would life have been for these two if Matilda had not lost the necklace? Who knows? How strange life is. How small a thing will ruin or save one. I'll return shortly. We owe our story to certainly one of the greatest of all short story writers, Guy de Maupassant. I've suggested in the past that we give a thought, a brief moment of thanks to such men as Oscar Wilde and Edgar Allan Poe, to whom really we owe so much. To that list, let's add Monsieur de Maupassant. I'm sure he'd be pleased. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Marion Seldes, Bryna Rayburn, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. In everyone's life, there's an individual who doesn't fit into the ordinary mold. Most of the time, he's witty, amusing, charming. But always remember, the strength of will, or whatever drives such a person to be able to climb out of the normal rut, is a hidden danger. Disturb his equilibrium, interfere with his own peculiar order of things, and who knows what sleeping giant or remorseless nemesis might be awakened.
Who's there? What are you doing here? Oh, why, it's Mr... No, don't. What have you got in your hands? Oh, no, you can't. Stay away from me, or I'll scream. Ah! Ah! Ah!
8th Precinct, Detective Evans. Yeah? Yeah, where?
You got a big one, Evans?
Yes, Sergeant. Suspected homicide, Greenville Hills. Mrs. Gerald Willoughby. Garroted.
You mean strangled?
Yeah, like what I just said, sir.
Suspected?
No, sir. She's dead, all right. Somebody made sure of that.
Our mystery drama, Don't Let It Choke You, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Robert L. Greene. Carlton Isham Nelson Godfrey Fisk is the one and only issue of the marriage of Beecham Fisk of the Boston banking family and Amelia Standing of the Grosse Pointe, Michigan standings. For reasons not important to this narrative, they made their residence in a Baroque limestone just off Fifth Avenue in New York City. Carlton was brought up strictly to conform to his double birthright. Born late in his parents' union, he suddenly found himself at 20 when his parents died in a flu epidemic, master of their magnificent residence, but unfortunately without liquid assets. Somehow he has managed to maintain his lifestyle for the last 15 years. Just how is the thrust of our tale.
Why, Bascom, still up and about?
Oh, yes, Mr. Fisk. Startled me when your cab pulled up in front of the house.
What were you doing here in the shop?
Oh, just dusting a bit, sir. I often do when you're out for the evening.
You know I don't like anyone disturbing my treasures.
I think you can trust me, sir.
Of course I can, Bascom. You of all people.
May I take your coat, sir?
What? Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with Miss Elliot, I trust?
No, not in the sense you mean. On the other hand, there is a great deal that's not quite right. I finally had to face it once again this evening. So I'm home. Early for me.
Yes. Your bed is turned down, sir. And
I don't feel like retiring yet. This is rather a special evening for me.
Sir?
I finally come to an irrevocable decision. The lure is not worth the chase. The cornering of the hunted brings no exultation. It's all illusion. There is no woman alive to share my life. I have decided that I am now a confirmed bachelor, and to hell with matrimony and the perpetuation of the line. I'm going to stay here in the shop and sit among my antiques. They offer beauty and permanence, and they ask nothing in return.
Yes, sir. Would you like me to bring you a drink, sir?
Of hemlock or the waters of Lethe?
Well, I take it Miss Elliot will not be here for dinner tomorrow?
No, she won't. I'm sorry to say Lucille suddenly revealed herself. In spite of her own riches and already unconscionable collection of jewelry, she's acquisitive, greedy, and totally unprincipled. Ah, the witching hour, as sung to us by the rosewood clock. No drink, thanks, Bascom. You can turn in. I want to be alone.
Yes, Mr. Fisk. Good night, sir. Rest well.
I will, for the next 2 hours. And don't let anything disturb me.
Yes, sir.
The rosewood clock, the key to my existence. I crossed quickly to a magnificent 17th century armoire that I have priced so high, I hope no one will ever buy it. From a secret recess, I drew out the precious dark green bottle and held it to the light. My heart failed when I saw how little of the liqueur was left. I poured a precious drop or two into a glass, drank, and went to sit in my Venetian armchair, facing the rosewood clock, waiting. The years rushed back once again to the very lowest point of my life, after the sudden death of my parents. In this very room, I had sat in the same chair, drinking from the same bottle, watching the highly polished convex face of the rosewood clock's pendulum swing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until suddenly, reflected in its shining brass face, there was Wanda, smiling at me.
Come to me, darling, for a little while. You're safe, and I want to talk to you.
But you're dead. You're not alive anymore.
Always I live on in you, Carlton.
All those years ago, I did come back, and between selling some antiques from the house and investing the money in the market, guided by some incredibly fortunate guesses, I wiped out my debts and became well-to-do again. But I knew where my strength lay and where it came from, and from time to time, I would return to sip from the square green bottles and watch the clock that brought me a magic hour with Wanda. What is this place, Wanda?
Don't you remember that first summer we met and my father had the farm?
Of course. A bright blue sky, not a cloud.
And we wandered hand in hand down to the mill stream.
There were daisies, a whole field of daisies.
And you told me you loved me.
And we kissed.
And afterwards, you lay with your head in my lap, and we said it would last for eternity.
Only it didn't. The bottle is almost empty. Our visits grow shorter and shorter. What can I do?
Believe.
Believe? Me? Cynic of the cynics, with all romance buried, bachelor of bachelors? No, Wanda. It's too late.
It's never too late.
Spare me the cliches. Or even you.
Or even I might turn out to be less than perfect. I never claimed to be. You are the perfectionist.
Are we quarreling?
Never. Just speaking as openly as we may. Oh, my darling, you're getting to be a hard-shelled old crustacean.
Environmental protection. My reputation is enviable. I'm a cynic with a waspish sense of wit and an infallible instinct how to penetrate the armor of others. It's been quite a life lately. I've had to learn to kill not only the enemy, but those who try to take advantage of the love I seem to be able to bring no one. Wanda, why did you leave me?
It wasn't my choice, and I haven't. Yet.
What do you mean, yet?
Well, I won't be forever. You know that, Carlton. You will find someone else. Perhaps there will be a lot of me in her, even if you don't recognize it. Have faith, my darling. Perhaps she's closer and nearer than you think. You are due for a surprise beyond anything you could imagine. It's time to forget me, and time to stop killing everyone you love.
I fled for Europe and a long buying trip. 3 months later, I returned, to be awakened the following morning, dull with jet lag, by... Come.
A telegram for you, sir.
Let me see it.
It was phoned in, sir. I took it thinking it might not be important enough to wake you.
And since you have, I may assume that it was.
Yes, sir. Your cousin Ralph has died rather suddenly.
Cirrhosis of the liver, no doubt.
Well, the cause was not mentioned, but he has left you something.
Ralph? He owed everyone, including the local minister. I've always suspected the only reason he was an inveterate churchgoer was to pilfer from the offertory. Left me what?
Something you apparently agreed to sometime in the past.
Let me see that. Good Lord. So he did. Flat out of cash. On my way, signed Jerry.
Yes. You're apparently a guardian.
Of some junior citizen named Jerry. And I thought I was a free man. My mother's side. Some sort of a cousin. And now his child is my responsibility?
Legally or morally, sir?
Morally is enough. But what am I going to do with this young man when he gets here?
Well, there are plenty of guest rooms.
I suppose so. Make up whatever seems reasonable, and let's pray he's not pimply-faced or acneed. Excellent, Bascom. I wouldn't normally open it, but I'm just a little afraid of this year. Pour me a little so I may taste it.
Yeah, enough, sir?
Now, let's see. A naive little wine, but with its own slight urgency.
Yes, sir.
A sort of invitation to the dance, as one might say.
Pardon, sir?
Literary allusion, Alice in Wonderland. The whiting to the snail. We are having whiting tonight.
Ah, yes, sir. With sauce bechamel.
Excellent. Now, for the wine, the Rothschild Lafitte. Not the 69, of course. The 73 will do. A middling year, but my nephew is young enough not to be able to detect our little deception.
17, did you say, sir?
Just about.
Yes, sir.
I know quite how you feel. There really is no room at all in this well-ordered existence of ours for some young high school boy. We shall have to pack him off to school somewhere.
Oh, yes, Mr. Fisk. But I am sorry about your cousin's death.
We don't have to dwell on that.
What time will the young gentleman be here, sir?
Any moment, according to the second telegram. Arriving by car 7:30 tonight. Right on, Uncle Carlton. See you then.
Right on.
The language of our time is an expression of approval, vulgarly stated.
Well, let's hope the young gentleman will meet with your approval, sir.
I'm not sure. I don't like stones thrown in my life pool unexpectedly.
Yes. Well, I'd better go down and check on the bechamel. It needs tender care. Oh, what is the young gentleman's name, sir?
My cousin's name was Forbes. The offspring is Jerry. Short for Gerald, I suppose. Or possibly Jerome.
Thank you, sir. I'll have everything in readiness for an 8 o'clock dinner.
Right on.
I beg your pardon, sir?
What? Oh, the insidiousness of slang. One can never be too careful. Yes, at 8 precisely.
Right on, sir.
Come.
Mr. Fisk, your relation has arrived.
Well, see his bags to his room and show him in, Bascom.
Yes, sir. Begging your pardon, sir, there is another person in accompaniment.
Dear me. Male or female?
Well, it's so hard to tell these days, sir. Male, I believe, but that's only a speculation.
I see. Long hair, but facially non-hirsute?
That's right, sir. Neither is bearded.
Blue jeans, I suppose?
Yes, sir.
Not leather jackets with the studs and decals, I hope.
Exactly, sir. Yours has a beaded headband and a feather.
And tinted glasses?
I'm afraid so, sir.
Very well. Show them in.
Yes, sir. Mr. Fisk is expecting you now.
You my uncle?
You are the offspring of my cousin Gertrude?
Yeah. Oh, if that means like she was my mother.
You're younger than I expected.
17.
And your voice hasn't broken yet.
Huh?
A boy's voice undergoes a normal change during puberty. It moves from the higher ranges to...
Hey, hold up, man. You got some kind of idea I'm a male?
Well, Jerry is...
Man, you are way out. Jerry for Gertrude. Same name as my mom. Don't you know a woman when you see one, Uncle?
A woman? I tried to keep my face a mask, but behind my eyes, blood-red rage seared them. This vulgar, wretched little gutter snipe was twitting me, laughing at me, producing every sensibility of my life. My long search for beauty and perfection. I could have killed her. At that very moment, strangled her for invading my life.
The killer lies buried in all of us, and buried less deep than we imagine, until the right circumstances reveal him. Man's special curse, the only member of the animal kingdom who kills for passion, without reason or the excuse for survival. I'll return shortly with Act 2. A strange confrontation. Two young people of today and a hidebound Bostonian. A man who had intellectually decided to turn his back on woman as a companion and to become a bachelor recluse. And now he faces the fact that the ward he has committed himself to be legal guardian of is a female.
It was, I suppose, only a second or so, but it seemed an eternity. All my years of searching for a woman to share my life, a woman such as I had lost, and now to find that this slovenly child with the long, tangled hair and dirty fingernails, the skin-tight jeans, the cheap beads, and the ludicrous hussar boots, and the face marred by the corpse-colored lipstick and the blue eyeshadow. For the first time in my life, I was speechless.
You want to check me out, Uncle? Ask Cokie here. Hey, that's right. I want you to meet Cokie, who drove me here. Meet my uncle, or some kind of relative, Mr. Fisk.
Cokie? Ah, yes, of course. Pleased to meet you. Mister?
You got any notions about old Cokie here? Forget it. Say hello to the man.
Hi, Fisk, man. Crazy joint you run here. Crazy.
Crazy?
Yeah, far out, man. Hey, hit me with some skin.
Just shake hands. Cokie likes the house.
I'm certainly flattered.
Am I really going to stay with you, Uncle? What do I call you?
My first name is Carlton.
That's kind of stuffy. We got to find something better. Hey, if I'm staying, can we find a pad for Cokie here? See, he's out of gas, and we have no bread, and... Anyway, he always went for the Big Apple.
The Big Apple?
New York. Where it's at. Kind of excited myself. Ah, man, this place is way out. Those rooms downstairs. Ones I took a peek in when you were cooling our heels. Cokie, you dig that crazy stuff, huh?
Yeah, real cool. Looked like a cross between my Aunt Emma's barn and the old clubhouse down by the garbage dump.
You got some kind of a gig going down there, Uncle Fizz?
Uncle Fizz?
Yeah. Everybody's got to have his own special name, dig? My name is Cochrane Ryder II. What kind of name is that? So, Cokie, Gertrude, Jerry, Fisk, Fizz. Hey, man, what is all that old jazz down there anyways? You sell junk?
Junk?
Oh, he doesn't mean horse, grass, bannies like that. He means old things like the Goodwill or the Salvation Army.
I sell antiques, yes, to a very private and select clientele.
You don't say.
Yeah, I think being around here is going to be kicks. How about you, Cokie?
I ain't exactly got the glad hand yet, baby.
Come.
Dinner is served, Mr. Fisk, whenever you're ready.
I think the sooner the better, Bascom. Oh, and you'd better set an extra place.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ryder will be joining us.
Oh, gee. That was swell of you, Uncle Fizz.
After all, he did chauffeur you all the way down from upstate.
Oh, look, no sense in getting an uproar about me. I could easily grab a couple of beers and a big smack down to the corner.
I wouldn't think of it. You must be my guest.
Well, okay. If the old woman wants it, you twisted my arm. Let's go load up.
The dinner was an absolute disaster. when the white wine was served.
Oh, wow. It tastes like vinegar. You got any sangria or cola?
I could go for a beer myself.
With a sauce bechamel?
You mean this gooey stuff? Oh, it didn't turn out so good, huh? Hey, why don't we send out for a pizza?
I won't ravage you with the rest of it. Suffice to say, as soon as the horror was over, I fled for bed and left Bascom to find somewhere for Cokie, the very name catches in my throat, to bed down. By the following morning, I felt almost myself as the bell to my antique establishment announced one of my favorite and most lucrative customers, Mrs. Willoughby from Westchester.
Exquisite. Absolutely exquisite.
A veritable gem. An escritoire par excellence.
Of course, I can't see it very well. My eyes are not what they were.
Allow me to see it for you. The wood is sycamore, with gilt bronze mounts. The top of the writing table itself is marble, inlaid with plaques of Sèvres porcelain. Undoubtedly Louis XIV.
Louis the 14th?
The sun god himself.
How much?
For a treasure like this?
I want it.
They're like my children. I hate to part with them. If I told you what this has actually been appraised by my peers, but then you are an old and valued customer. I must make what accommodation I can. Shall we say $10,000?
That's a lot of money.
But then it is one of a kind. Excuse me. Yes, Bascom.
The mail, sir, had just arrived.
Put it over there, please.
Yes, certainly, sir.
I'll take the desk. As soon as possible.
Any accommodation you desire.
Well, I will be in Saratoga for a few days.
You make the time.
Say next Thursday. It will be cash as usual. You know my quirks. I don't trust banks. $10,000. Oh, are these your new delivery boys?
Why...
I'm Uncle Fizz's newest antique. I'm his ward, Jerry. This here's my old man, Cokie. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, I can't say the same. Mr. Fisk, I've never questioned your taste before. But really, riff-raff like this, it's enough to shake my judgment in you, and others of your customers, too. Good morning.
Did I say something wrong?
Bascom.
Yes, sir.
Go after Mrs. Willoughby and make sure she gets in her car all right.
Yes, sir.
Did you say something wrong? Did you say... It isn't just what you say, my dear. It's what you are. You are wrong. That's the problem. You simply do not fit. You've got to go.
I know, man. Let's not get to throwing our weight around.
Hey, lay out, Corky. Who asked you in? I'll handle this myself.
Okay. That's the way you want it? You got it.
Now, Uncle Fizz, let's you and me get it on the table. There's a court order you gotta take care of me till I'm of age. I'm buying that for the next year because I go for some of what's here.
You mean you're waking up to the fact that it's time for the leopard to change her spots?
Oh, not me. Maybe you. I ain't changing my lifestyle till I'm good and ready, if ever. But you sure could use a few changes in yours. So I'm sticking, just as long as I can.
I stared in dismay at this defiant child. My only thought was to rid myself of her, at least for the moment. I sent her away. I had to be alone. I closed my door after hanging out my sign, tastefully rendered in intaglio on a plaque of cherry wood. The legend read, Mr. Fisk regrets that pressing affairs require his absence for the next 2 hours. Then I sat down, the dark green bottle in hand, waiting for the rosewood clock to strike the hour.
Wow, Mr. Bascom, what a super kitchen.
Yes, Miss Wharton, it is rather nice.
And all those lovely copper pots hanging overhead. You use all them?
Why, I suppose I have at one time or another. You mind if I keep on? I'm preparing lunch. And dinner, too.
Oh, that's all right. Could I help?
Oh, I bless you. No. Everything under control.
You could help me.
Huh? Could I? How?
Well, I I like it here. And I like Uncle Fitz. I like my uncle. Why doesn't he like me?
Excuse me, miss, I've got to chop these onions. It's just that, well, you see, he's sort of off women, as you might say.
I don't dig you. I mean, I don't understand. He's pretty damn attractive and sexy. So why?
Well, quite a long time ago, when we were in the army together, he was going to be married to a girl, and she was killed in a car crash before he ever got back from overseas.
How long ago?
Oh, Lord, pretty near 15 years.
And he hasn't liked women since then?
No, not him. He's the most eligible bachelor in New York.
Why, Bascom, you're crying.
Not me, ma'am. Just the onions. You too.
No. It isn't the onions with me. I'm sad for anyone who's haunted by ghosts. I got my own closet full. Cokie, I thought you cut out.
I meant to. Then I got to thinking. I was just about to ring the doorbell when you came out.
Oh, I just wanted some air.
Want to ride? Walk?
Nah. Just sit here for a moment on the stoop.
Oh, I'll sit with you. Hey, look, Jerry, I got to thinking. You buy all that jazz? The old lady with the 10 grand in cash for a piece of crud you can pick up at the Goodwill for $25.
What's your drift?
Well, I don't know myself. Blackmail? Horse? A bagman for the numbers.
Who?
Your Uncle Fizz.
Don't call him that.
Okay, he's off. I'm just trying to figure maybe we could have a good thing going here.
We?
I need you to cut in whatever's cooking.
Yeah, I need you to cut out.
Look, what do you got? The hots for a guy old enough to be your father?
That's all you'd figure. It's not that way. Anyways, he isn't all that old. Why don't you just bug off?
I don't figure what you're hanging around for. What can you get out of it but a short term in Dullsville?
Well, maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's what I really want.
Okay, baby, it's your life. But there's something screwy about this whole scene. Maybe you'll get more than you bargained for.
Anything new in the old Willoughby dame, Evans?
Nothing much to go on, Sergeant. Except for one thing.
Yeah, what?
You remember I made a point she wasn't strangled? She was like, garroted?
Yeah, with some kind of wire.
Yeah, right. Something rang a bell, and I checked around. First thing I dig up is an open file on the 20th. A few months ago, a woman named Lillian Elliott was found dead in the same way.
Yeah?
Turned out to be a fancy hooker. No leads. Just on a hunch, I had Central Files punch up the computer. And I turned up 2 more in the last 10 years taken out the same way.
Yeah? Anything else to tie them together?
Nope. First was an Ellen Parkins, American. But it happened in Paris. She was a 30-year-old artist. The second was 4 years later, in the village, 6th precinct. Woman around 25 in the antique jewelry business.
How old was the hooker?
34, maybe 35. Good looker, but getting a little old for the game.
And an 80-year-old society biddy worth millions who kept it all in cash and safety deposit boxes in her apartment, pinned to the drapes, and folded up between old newspapers in the basement. Huh. Is she the only one robbed?
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah, well, there's not much of a pattern there. Where do we go from here?
I keep digging. I don't know why, but I smell one guy in all of these. And I ain't gonna let him get away with it.
It was a long wait. The pendulum swings in its gentle arc. I can feel her presence coming closer, closer. Feel myself floating back into that special world of peace and beauty. Her back is turned to me as I call, and she turns. But it is no longer Wanda's face I see. It's the face of the slovenly, mocking little witch I have taken into my house. Bad enough she invades my waking life. I will not let her spoil what few dreams I have left. Old instincts explode, and I reach towards her, ready to strangle her for daring to try to take Wanda's place.
A curious story about a curious man who lives a secret life with a phantom woman. What is he seeking? And does his dream life drive him to destroy any woman who seeks to invade it? I'll return shortly with Act 3. Controlled hypnosis is a parascience and a valuable tool in psychiatric medicine. But self-hypnosis is something else again. For the limiting factor of hypnosis ordinarily is that the subject will not do anything ordered by the control which is against his own desires. But where there is no control, except the subject himself, perhaps we're about to find the answer.
No! What are you doing?
I won't let you take Wanda away from me. No one can take my...
God, it's me. Wanda, let me go.
Wanda? I thought...
You thought I was your ward.
Jerry. Yes.
Why would you think that?
I thought I saw someone else's face instead of yours.
Perhaps you did.
What do you mean?
It's lasted far too long, Carlton. Far too long. It's time for me to go.
No.
Yes, my dear.
But I love you.
And I love you. But all things come to an end. It's finished, my darling. Finished. Better it's finished for me than for the others. For the others.
Yes. Who is it?
Begging your pardon, sir, but there's someone to see you.
You know very well I never see anyone when the sign is out.
Yes, sir. But this gentleman is from the police, sir.
Police? Oh, very well. Just a moment. Yes, what is it?
My credentials, Mr. Fisk. Detective Evans, 20th Precinct. I'll get right to the point. Do you know a Mrs. Beatrice Willoughby, 120 Sutton Place?
Of course. She's an old and valued customer. I had a desk delivered to her mansion only this morning. Now, don't tell me anything's happened. It's a priceless antique.
If it's the desk you're worried about, no. But that's what brought me here.
Mrs. Willoughby?
Yes, sir. She's dead.
Aunt?
No, sir. She was strangled and robbed.
Oh, how terrible.
I should really say, garroted.
That's a strange word for you to use.
Is it?
Well, it has rather a specific meaning.
Yeah, that's why I used it. It wasn't a stocking, for example, or a rope. Definitely a wire, used very expertly.
Are you, by any remote chance, suggesting that I had anything to do with that?
I'm not suggesting anything. Just doing my job. You were with the Green Berets, weren't you, sir?
Yes, for 3 years. And I'll anticipate you and say that part of my training was the technique you were describing. But if you think... Detective Evans, was it?
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Willoughby owed me $10,000. I would scarcely, if you will forgive the praise, do her in before I was paid, would I?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm only collecting information. Do you recall knowing an Ellen Parkins?
I most certainly do. I knew her in Paris, 10 years ago. Great talent as an artist, but I lost touch. I've often wondered what happened to her.
She was found in her studio, dead, garroted.
Good Lord, no. When?
10 years ago. Were you also acquainted with a Judith Carlin? Sort of, in your business?
Yes, she was in antique jewelry. Had an unerring sense of taste about jewelry, but not about her friends, shall we say. Don't tell me that she...
Yes, sir. About 5 years ago. Garroted. No, sir, a Miss Lillian Elliott.
Oh, no. Not Lillian. What is this? Some psychedelic dream? It can't be happening.
Bascom, where are you up to?
Shh. You look like you're eavesdropping.
I was just closing the door. See the sign?
Oh, no. I wanted to have a talk with my guardian.
Well, you can't interrupt him now. He has a very important guest. Come along.
Oh, okay, Pesky, okay. But easy on my arm. You got some grip there.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Let's go in the kitchen, ma'am. I have my work to do.
Well, let me help a little.
No, there's nothing for you to do.
Well, there's a whole lot for me to do. I've decided to be a permanent guest. That is, as long as I'm allowed to be permanent.
Just what do you mean by that, Miss Jerry?
Well, look. You really love my guardian, don't you?
We've been through a lot together, he and I. Yes, Miss Jerry. I love him like the son I never had. I'd do anything for him.
Well, that's the way I feel. Oh, I know it'll seem silly to you, except... Well, maybe you're the only person in my whole life who could understand. You see, my mother was a drunk. My father was a deadbeat. So I had to develop a shell hard enough so I didn't curl up and die. But I don't need that anymore. I love him. And not like an uncle, like a woman.
But sure, you're only 7.
Age is relative. If I'd let my parents shape my life, I'd be 117 going on 18. Age doesn't mean anything anymore. Oh, Juliet was 16. Charlie Chaplin, he's about 90. Casals, Picasso. A man is a man as long as he wants to be. And Bas, I'm in love. I love him just as much as you. We're the same.
No, not quite. You said I had a strong grip. Well, that's because I've been conditioned all my life. I was a commando during World War II. Special Service Force in Korea, then Vietnam. That's where I met Mr. Fisk. He's like a son to me, as I told you, and I protect him even with my life.
You don't think I feel the same?
I'd like to say something, if I may. Perhaps it would be safer for us all if you get out of the Master's life right away.
For a long time after the police officer left, I lay sunk in my chair, my mind a kaleidoscope of the past. He had forced nothing. I had admitted nothing. But he had shaken me. I went to the armoire and unlocked it. There was the leaden green bottle with its final few magic drops to seek Wanda again. Then I opened another compartment. Within it were the tools of death I'd never been able to throw away. The most prominent and of focal interest for the moment was the wire garrote with its handholds that, to the best of my belief, had been shut away since my last patrol. Holding it, my hands were shaking and my stomach was ice. Had I? Was it possible, under self-hypnosis, that I had used it against the women who proved less than perfect? I might have believed that, except for poor dear Mrs. Willoughby. I had a sudden urge for air, to breathe, to walk, to think outdoors. Carelessly, I thrust things away, pushed the armoire door shut without locking it, and left.
Uncle Carlton? Carlton? Are you in there?
Oh! Shut up!
Rascal!
I told you to leave, Miss Jerry. What are you doing in that dress?
Oh, well, I haven't really got anything of my own. I mean, like this. I found it upstairs. I thought... What's that in your hands?
I'm sorry, Miss Jerry, but you couldn't help him either. You just couldn't measure up. You'd let him down like all the rest, and I won't allow that to happen. He's special, you see. Very special. Nobody but me knows that. And those of you who don't know how special he is have to be eliminated. Don't be afraid. It doesn't really hurt, and it's only for a moment.
No, Bascom, you're crazy!
Hold it, Bascom. The garrote. You.
Only because of you, Carlton.
You mean Judith, Ellen, Lillian?
They let you down. I never did.
But Beatrice Willoughby, why poor Mrs. Willoughby?
That was an accident. You remember how you and I first met?
Yes, in training.
And I had a certain weakness.
The ponies?
You bailed me out then. My life wasn't worth a nickel. You made one stipulation.
That you would lay off them for good.
Yes, sir. I broke my word some years ago. I did all right for a while, and then it all ran bad. When Mrs. Willoughby bought the desk, and I knew that all that cash was loose around her house, I thought I'd found my way out. Only she didn't go away as she promised, and she discovered me robbing her. The rest was reflex action.
Oh, Bascom.
For me, nothing. I'm old enough, it doesn't matter, and I deserve it. I think you'd better call the police so I can set the record straight.
Fizz,
Yes, Gertrude.
are we doing the right thing?
I can't answer that. Once I wanted to be a Pygmalion to your Galatea. I wanted to mold and change you.
Oh, that's okay with me.
Except that it backfired. You changed me. You took 10 years off my age, which still makes me 35, but that makes me young enough.
Well, considering I was the oldest 17-year-old you ever knew.
From ward to wife. It's quite a jump.
Well, if you don't risk the big ones, you don't end up a winner.
A strange twist, but a nice one. Two lost souls found each other, and a life that could have been denied them so easily. And Bascom, for whom there are no excuses, died while awaiting trial from a sudden massive heart attack. The best and kindest thing he could do for both Carlton and Jerry. Their backgrounds alone were enough to make a human relationship a problem, without the complication of Bascom's misguided help. I'll be back shortly. Just a glance at the long view for people who agonize over age gaps or any other fancied objection to a long-term relationship or a marriage. As life, or fate as you prefer to believe, arranged it, it was actually Jerry who died before Carlton, but not before they had had over 30 full years between them. The Lord giveth and taketh away, but if you believe in him hard enough, the odds are on your side. Our cast included Robert L. Greene, Jennifer Harmon, Court Benson, Ann Petoniak, and Larry Robinson. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. If your nerves are steady enough, I'd like to be your guide into and through, we hope, a place and a time where things happen which we ordinarily think of as supernatural, where grisly events do not necessarily have their moment and go their way as time moves ahead, but may stay and still stay. The home we enter first is not the sinister place I'm talking about. It's a well-appointed apartment, bright, cheerful, normal in every way, occupied by Ken Harris, who at this moment is reading a novel, and his wife Martha, who is working on a needlepoint project.
Well, now, who can that be at this time of night?
Only one way to find out. Oh, couldn't have waited 2 more pages. I was about to find out who done it. Oh, hello, Stu. Here, come on in. Let me take your coat.
No, I can't stay. I just wanted to let you know that I've been out to the lake.
Shadow Lake?
What on earth for?
Well, the thing is, Ken, your cottage has been broken into, unless somebody you know is out there.
Well, no, nobody. But what makes you think that?
I saw lights, and I saw a shadow move across the living room window. No question about it, Ken. There was somebody in your cottage.
Our mystery drama, Return to Shadow Lake, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Fielden Farrington and stars Nat Polen and Joan Lovejoy. When you come to think of it, there's something rather sad about a summer cottage in midwinter. Its purpose is negated. Its rooms, built to contain the sounds of pleasure, are silent. Its meaning has been stripped from it. It is empty, or should be. But according to Stu Ralston, the summer cottage owned by Ken and Martha Harris out on Shadow Lake is not empty, and whoever is in it has no business there.
You say you saw lights in the windows, Stu?
That's right.
Well, but all the utilities have been turned off for the winter. There's no electricity.
Well, we left a couple of hurricane lamps in the utility room, Ken. Couldn't somebody have found those?
It was a dim light. It could very well have been a lamp or even a couple of candles.
Huh. Did you notice if there was a light in the utility room windows, too?
No, I don't think there was. All I was aware of was the light in the living room and the shadow of a man walking past the front window, or maybe a woman. I couldn't be sure.
Stu, what on earth were you doing out there in the first place?
Oh, I just thought I'd drive out, you know.
Looking for Claudia. Did you actually think you'd find Claudia out there?
No, of course not. I suppose that was in the back of my mind, but I didn't really expect to find her. Our cottage was empty.
Stu, Claudia has been missing since... Well, it's almost a year now. Do you think it's healthy to keep on this way?
I haven't thought much about what's healthy and what isn't, Martha. The police have Claudia listed as a missing person. Case closed. Well, that's all right for them. They weren't married to her. They didn't love her. I do. I can't just give her up that easily.
But out at Shadow Lake, in the middle of winter?
Well, she used to go there when she was upset about things. Even in the wintertime, she liked to be alone sometimes.
Stu, I know it's a hard thing for you to believe, but don't you think it's likely that Claudia just took off on her own? She was always restless.
Claudia might have left me, yes. But she would never have gone without telling me she was going.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought so.
So, what does that leave? She was abducted, maybe killed. I don't know. If she could, I believe she'd have got in touch with me by this time. I just wanted to let you know about the cottage.
How about a brandy, Stu?
No, thanks. I have to get back to my place.
Stu, don't let it just devour you this way.
You're very sweet to be concerned, Martha. I'll be all right.
Ken, will you come to bed? Or are you going to spend the whole night roaming around worrying?
Well, I'm disturbed about the cottage. I think I'll drive out there tomorrow.
To Shadow Lake?
Yeah.
What in the world for?
I want to see if any damage has been done. You know, just check up on things.
Well, I think it's silly. You haven't been feeling too well, and I don't think going out there all upset would be any good for you.
I'm all right. The drive into the country will do me good. Well, you don't have to go.
Oh, I'll go if you insist on going.
Well, I'd really rather you didn't.
Why?
Well, what if they should still be out there?
I'll pick up a club and go for them, same as you. Oh, 7:30. Ken, wake up.
What? Oh.
Did you set the radio clock for 7:30?
Yeah, I want to get an early start.
Oh, I forgot. You still want to go out there, huh?
The time is 7:32 on a miserable Sunday morning. Heavy snow warnings are out throughout the area. Motorists are advised to stay off the highways if possible. An accumulation of 5 to 8 inches of snow is predicted. The temperature right now is 18 degrees, and it won't get out of the 20s all day. Cloudy and cold tomorrow with a strong possibility of continuing snow. So if you're in bed, stay there. If you're not, go on back.
Well, so much for driving out to Shadow Lake.
I've driven in snow before.
Well, you're still not thinking about going, are you? Didn't you hear what the man just said?
Yeah, he said it's snowing.
5 to 8 inches.
Oh, it never snows as much as they say it's going to. I've got studded snow tires. Even got chains in the trunk if I need them.
Ken, why are you so determined? It's way out of proportion. Can't you see that?
Well, I told you, you don't have to go.
Well, actually, what you told me was you'd rather I didn't go. No, I'll go. Ken, come on. Enough is enough. Let's turn back. I can't even see where we're going.
That's all right, as long as I can. Now just be still and let me drive.
We've managed to get as far as Gibbsville, the last civilized outpost before the lake. Now look at it, Ken. It's practically buried under now, and the snow's coming down harder than ever. Now, will you be sensible for once in your life and let's turn around?
I want to stop at Pot's Grocery.
Why, for heaven's sake?
I want to pick up a few things. Is that the store? Doesn't look the same as in the summer.
Nothing does. What do you want to buy, anyway?
Well, if it's really going to keep on snowing like this, we might be stuck at the cottage overnight. In that case...
Oh, Ken!
Well, if we should have to stay over, we'd better load up on food.
Ken, I don't want to spend the night out there. We'll freeze. That's a summer cottage. We can't spend the night out there.
Sure we can. We've got the fireplace. It'll keep the living room comfortable enough. We have to sleep over. There are plenty of blankets.
And what are you going to burn? The furniture?
For heaven's sake, Martha. There's a good half-quart of firewood in the utility room.
There is? Funny, I never noticed it.
How often do you go into the utility room when we're out there in the summertime?
Well, just the same.
Come on. Let's get those groceries. The roads up ahead aren't getting any better, and we sit here arguing.
You know, I still can't understand how I could spend practically a whole summer in that cottage and never notice all that firewood.
I guess you're just not very observant. Been there since the middle of last winter. Go ahead.
Howdy, Mr. Harris.
Hi.
Miss Harris. Surprised to see you folks out this way, weather carrying on like it is. What can I do for you?
Well, we want a box load of provisions, just in case we have to stay overnight at the cottage. Martha, you know what we'll need better than I do.
Well, just take one of those baskets, Miss Harris, and help yourself to whatever catches your fancy.
150 degrees below zero and cooking over an open fire. Boy, this is going to be a lot of fun.
You better get some candles, too, dear.
The cottage, you're saying?
Yeah. Stu Ralston was out here last night, and he thinks our place was broken into. I thought I'd better just check it out.
Now, you ain't seriously figuring on going all the way out to Shadow Lake in this kind of weather, are you, Mr. Harris?
Well, yes, I thought we would.
Tain't none of my affair, of course, but I sure wouldn't if it was me doing it. Not for love or money, I wouldn't.
Oh, well, it won't be easy, I suppose, but I want to make sure nothing's been tampered with.
Ain't going to let up for a spell. You can count on that. Not that I think for a minute you're going to make it out to Shadow Lake.
You don't?
Not for a minute. Not up that wagon track to the lake itself.
Okay, this ought to hold us. You want to add it up, Mr. Potts?
Sure thing. Got everything you need now?
I guess so, yes.
All right, let's see. $1.76.43.
If you ask me, I don't think we're going to need any of it. What did Mr. Potts say about going out to the lake?
Took a damn view.
And you're not going to pay any attention, I suppose.
You know something, Martha? You're really getting a little tiresome about this.
What?
$12.97 it comes to, folks. Seems like an almighty lot.
We're used to it. Let's see, 10. Let's see if I have 3 ones. 1, 2, yeah. Here you are.
And here's your 3 cents change. I thank you.
Come on, Martha.
You take my advice, folks. You'll turn right around and go back. Gonna be a mess up there toward Shadow Lake.
Please, Ken. He knows what he's talking about. He's a native.
Come on.
We may not even be able to turn around if we go much further.
I don't intend to turn around.
Okay. You wouldn't listen to me or Lou Potts. So now we're stuck.
Stop sounding like doomsday. I can rock us out of here. Is that the turnoff to the cottage up ahead there?
Yes, there's the old oak with broken limb. Are you actually going to try to drive up that ruddy little lane to the cottage?
Doesn't look good, does it? No. I guess I better not try it.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, we've had a nice Sunday morning drive. Now I just hope we can get back.
Oh, listen, there's plenty of gas in the tank. You sit here. Keep the motor idling so the heater works and you'll be perfectly comfortable. I'm going to walk back to the cottage.
Oh, Lord, give me strength.
I've got boots and fleece-lined gloves and a warm coat, and I've got a cap that pulls down over my ears. Now, why shouldn't I walk?
Snow up to his armpits, and he wants to know why I shouldn't walk.
Oh, what is it, a mile and a quarter? If I can't walk that far, snow or no snow, I'd better give up.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
Are you out of your mind?
Sure, we both are. Well, what are we sitting here for? Let's get going. I can't. I just can't.
I told you that before we started. All right. Do you think you can make it back to the car alone?
Will you go ahead to the cottage? No, thanks. I'll make it somehow. Ken, please.
Don't lie down. And this, don't you know better than to lie down in snow now?
I have to. Ken, I'm so tired.
Stay on your feet. Martha.
Just a little.
Don't lie down. If I can get this box of groceries lodged in this tree fort. There. Now, Martha, I told you not to lie down.
Just for a little while.
All right. I can carry you if I have to.
Can we go back?
It's further back to the car now than it is to the cottage.
You can't.
I can carry you.
We could rest a couple of minutes, couldn't we?
No. If we stop now, we stop for 1 minute to rest now. We're dead.
They say it isn't a particularly unpleasant way to die, freezing to death. There's no pain. You simply drift off to sleep, and that's all there is to it. Seems to me the only people who can tell you with any authenticity what it's like to die, no matter what way, are the people who have died, and they don't come back to talk about it, do they? I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Ken and Martha Harris would seem to be in enough trouble, just as things are. Martha has collapsed from exhaustion and exposure, and Ken, carrying her the rest of the way to the cottage, is near exhaustion himself. He plods through the nightmare of snow to another nightmare. For what awaits him at the cottage, if he makes it, is far more terrifying than any accumulation of clean white snow.
Martha, I can see it. I can see the cottage. Oh, Lord, don't, Martha. Don't go to sleep. We're going to make it. Don't let yourself sleep. Oh, we're here. Look, here are the steps. So heavy. Why should she be so heavy? Martha! Oh, worst thing. Panic. I'm tired, that's all. Keys. Martha, do you think you could stand up for a minute while I just get into my pocket? I've got only these two hands, and I have to... Martha, could you just try... Hey, you are helping. Oh, thank heaven. You're not... Okay, now, just... Oh, we made it. You hear me, Martha? We made it. Oh, now, just as far as... Just to the rocking chair, remember? You always liked the rocking chair.
Are we home?
We're in the cottage, Martha. We made it. Going to be all right.
Can I just take a little sleep?
No, not yet. I've got to start a fire. It'll warm the room up. But until it does, I want you to stay awake.
Oh, poor Ken. I give you such a hard time.
If you just stay awake, everything will be all right. Just don't go to sleep. Okay, good fire going. You're wrapped up in blankets. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, my feet are beginning to hurt like anything, Ken.
Good sign. Means the circulation's coming back.
I'm so tired.
Well, it's warm enough now for you to take a nap. I've got to go out for a while.
Out?
Yeah, and I'm all right. My feet don't even feel cold. I'm dressed for it better than you are. I've got to go back and get the box of groceries.
Oh, Ken, can't we just forget the stupid groceries? I don't see how you can make it all by yourself back to where you left that car.
Well, I've got to. There are 3 cans of tomato soup in the pantry. Now, that's all.
Ken, does it look like somebody's been here?
Not that I can tell so far. I'll go over everything better when I get back.
I wish you wouldn't leave.
Come on, it's not all that far.
Well, the truth is, I'm scared.
Scared?
Well, if somebody was in here last night, what if they came back?
In this kind of weather? Forget it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay.
Okay. I better get going. I may be a while. It'll be pretty slow, especially on the way back with that load of groceries.
Okay. I feel as though I could sleep for about a week anyway.
Good. You just sit there and fall asleep. See you later.
Ken, be careful.
I'll be fine.
What? Who? Ken? Ken!
Be quiet. Don't make any noise. What the hell are you doing wandering around with What is it? What's the matter?
Ken, there's somebody in the cottage right now, right this minute.
What makes you think that?
I heard them right after you left, a man and a woman. They were laughing.
Right after I left?
Yeah, I went to sleep. I couldn't have been more than a minute, and they woke me up with their laughing.
Well, you must have dreamed it.
No, absolutely not. I was not dreaming. The laughing woke me up, and they kept on for a while. For a while after I was awake. Ken, I know I was awake. And then when I called out, they stopped.
Did you look for them?
No, I couldn't. I was scared.
Okay, I'll go check it out. Just let me get this carton out to the kitchen. It weighs a ton.
Well, I'll come with you while you look for them.
All right. Your feet still hurt?
Some, but not as much as they did. I can walk all right.
Okay. I want to check out on the utility room first.
Well, you were in there when you got the firewood, weren't you?
No, I'll look again. You just stay here, just outside the door.
No, I'm coming in with you.
Will you stop that? Just once, will you do as I say without giving me an argument?
Oh, all right.
Just outside the door here. Just until I've had a look around.
I said all right.
Nothing's been disturbed in here. No, everything's normal in the utility room as far as I can tell.
Well, what was all that stamping you were doing?
Oh, just some snow I had left on my boots. Could you tell where the laughing was coming from? I mean, what direction?
No, not really. It sounded like from kind of all around.
All around, okay. Let's check the bedroom.
Actually, it was sort of odd. It seemed to come from farther away than in the house. It's silly, of course, but it had to be in the house.
It could be a skating party from Gibbsville or somewhere. The lake must be frozen over.
It came from inside the cottage.
Well, you can see there's nobody in the bedroom. Where would it have come from? You were in the living room. There's nobody in the kitchen, the utility room, or the bedroom. Now, that's all the rooms we have, Martha.
I didn't dream it. You want another hot dog, Ken?
Good Lord, no. I've had 3, not to mention about a pound of French fries and 2/3 of that big can of baked beans. For a lady who doesn't know how to cook over an open fire, you whip up a pretty solid meal.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It would be kind of cozy, wouldn't it? With only the lamp and the firelight. Except that...
Except that what?
I didn't dream that laughing, Ken. There was someone in here.
You want to know what I think? I think you and Stu were both dreaming about last night and about today. Now, I've been over this place with a fine-tooth comb. There couldn't have been anybody in here. No locks were broken. There's not so much as a chair out of place. Everything's exactly the way we left it last fall.
Well, I don't know about Stu. I didn't dream it.
There's nobody but us in the house now. At least we know that. And I've got a full belly, and the fire makes the room nice and cozy.
You know, Ken, I'm worried about Stu. He seems so lost without Claudia.
Yeah. I feel sorry for him, too. But he's not the first guy whose wife walked out on him.
No, that's just it. He can't believe she did. I mean, he can't believe she would, without at least telling him she was going.
Yeah, well, she didn't tell him, did she? What more proof does he want?
You've got it just backwards from his thinking. He thinks her not telling him is proof that something happened to her.
Yeah. He also sees people in other people's cottages. Hey, I just had an idea. We left the Scrabble board out here, didn't we? Up on the shelf in the bedroom closet. How about a game of Scrabble?
I don't know. Okay, if I can keep my mind on it.
Give me a chance to beat you for once. I'll go get it. And Martha, if you say you want to come with me, so help me, I'll clobber you.
Okay, I'll sit right here. I won't budge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I left it in there up on the closet shelf. I won't be a second.
Don't hurry. I won't be going anywhere.
It's no good, I tell you. I can't do it.
What did you say, Ken?
Well, I didn't say anything.
Can't do it or won't do it.
All right, won't, if you like it better that way.
We'll see about that.
Ken! Ken!
What's the matter? What happened?
Ken, I heard them again. They were talking this time. Didn't you hear them?
I didn't hear a sound. You mean the people you thought you heard laughing before?
I did hear them. But they were talking this time. He said he couldn't do something and... Ken, where are they?
Well, I'm afraid they're just in your head, Martha.
Oh, no, you don't. Just because you didn't hear them, you're not going to make me out to be off my rocker.
Come on, Martha. You're nervous, you're upset, and who wouldn't be? So am I. Okay, let's play one game of Scrabble and get to bed. I've piled enough blankets on that bed to smother us, never mind keep us warm.
All right. But I heard them. They've got to be here somewhere. Ken? Ken, wake up. Ken, come on, will you wake up?
What? What is it, Martha?
Look.
At what?
Can't you see it? The flickering? The fireplace in the living room is burning.
Oh. Well, probably just part of a log that wasn't all the way burned up. Smoldered for a while and then caught again. Go to sleep, Martha.
No, that's a fire, a whole fire. We couldn't see an ember or something from clear back here.
What are you doing?
I'm going in there to see what's going on. A fire like that just doesn't build itself out of ashes. Somebody built it. Don't you want to catch them? All right. Now, don't talk. We'll just sneak up to the living room door and see what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Did you hear something?
Not a damn thing.
Don't talk anymore. Just let me get a look through the door and...
Good Lord.
I can't understand why you're so glum this evening. You seemed happy enough this afternoon.
Ken, it's Claudia. Can't you see her? She's come back. It's Claudia.
Dear God. It's Claudia, all right.
Shh, be quiet. They'll hear you.
I don't think so, Martha. I don't think they can hear us.
It's not as if I'd dragged you out here or something.
You might as well have. You knew I didn't want to come.
It can't be. Ken, that man looks like you.
Yes.
But it can't be.
Apparently it can be, Martha.
Ken Harris stands beside his wife, watching a scene in which he, Ken Harris, sits in front of the fireplace talking to Claudia Ralston. That adds up to 2 Ken Harrises in the same house at the same time. Impossible? Well, very unlikely, except that there it is. And Claudia, the long-absent Claudia, is she real? We'll find out when I return shortly with Act 3. It is held by some that events of great dramatic impact may leave their imprint so deeply stamped upon the scene of their occurrence that it is never totally erased, not by the absence of the participants, nor by the passage of time. Perhaps this is what we're witnessing here in the living room of the Harrises' summer cottage. Perhaps something is about to happen which has happened before and left its indelible mark on Shadow Lake.
Ken, how could it be you? You're standing right here beside me, and yet you're sitting there in the living room talking to Claudia. I don't see how it could be.
It's something beyond our understanding. They're not really here, Martha. I mean, not really in this place at this time, I don't understand it either. I just want to get away from it.
She's talking again.
It isn't easy for me either, Ken. Not one bit easier than it is for you.
I told you in the beginning, weekends are out. I hate lying to Martha. You know that.
So we steal a weekday when we can. We come out here and have a cold, miserable afternoon and a short evening together and then go back to the city and wait for our next chance to sneak away.
We said in the beginning, and you agreed that...
I know what we said in the beginning, and I can't stand this hole-in-the-corner business much longer.
That was all it was ever meant to be. You should never have let it start.
Well, we did let it start. You can't undo that. And now it's not enough.
It's too much. I think we have to stop now. It's gone much further than we meant it to.
They just faded away. They're gone.
They were never here, Martha. They weren't real.
And the fire is dead. And everything is just gone.
It was, I don't know, some kind of illusion. We imagined it.
It was something that happened before, wasn't it? Something that actually happened. You and Claudia out here together.
Martha, if you're just...
Which weekend was it, Ken? The time you had to go to Chicago to close that deal with whoever it was that time?
That's enough. We're going to get dressed and get the hell out of this place before it drives us both nuts. Now, where...
No, we're not. We're staying right here.
But Martha...
I'm scared. But I have a feeling they'll be back. And I'm staying till the end.
All right. If you want to see the end, we'll stay. You'll be sorry, but we'll stay.
Operator.
Hi, Mabel. This is Lou Potts.
Hello, Lou. What in the world are you doing up this time of night?
Oh, inventory. Have to do it sooner or later, and I wasn't anxious to leave the store in this kind of weather.
Oh, ain't it awful? Still snowing, looks like, out the window.
Yep, still snowing.
What can I do for you?
Do you happen to know, is the sheriff still in his office, or did he close up and go home?
In his office 5-10 minutes ago. Why? Want me to ring him?
No, I just thought if it turns out he's still in his office, maybe I'd stop by and say hello.
Some kind of trouble going on, Lou?
Wouldn't you know it before I did if there was?
Lou, what are you doing out on a night like this, for Pete's sake?
Oh, got something bothering me. Gosh, it's cold out there.
Yeah, it happens every winter, seems like.
How come you're still around this late at night?
Waiting for folks like you to show up. Got something bothering them. Well, what is it you got on your mind?
Well, you remember the Harrises? Got a summer place up there by the lake?
Harris. Oh, sure. Pretty little thing she is.
Well, they stopped in at the store this afternoon and filled up with a box of provisions to take out to the cottage with them.
Today?
I told them I'd hear in so many words they was damn fools. I've been watching all day, waiting for them to come, and I ain't seen them. I would have, too, if they drove past.
I must be stuck up there. Well, I guess there's nothing for it, but I go on up there and see, or try to.
I knew it, Ken. They're coming back. I knew they would.
We shouldn't be here. We should have gone away.
Shh, be quiet.
You want us to stop seeing each other. You've had your fun, and now you're ready to go back to Martha. Is that it?
We agreed in the very beginning that it would have to end this way, Claudia.
I may have agreed to that at the start, or seemed to. But I won't have it that way now.
I don't really see that you have much choice.
You don't?
No. I love Martha, Claudia. This was never more than just a
little affair. Is that what you mean? A little fun. Something you could toss aside whenever you got tired of it.
Claudia, we both agreed.
Oh, you and we're both agreed. I don't give a damn what I agreed to.
All right. What do you want from me?
I want you to tell Martha tomorrow that you want a divorce. That's simple enough, isn't it? And if she asks you why, tell her.
I won't do any such thing. You know that, Claudia.
Do you want to bet?
I won't.
All right, then. I'll tell her myself, her and Stu both. Let them do the divorcing. And don't you think they won't. I only hope Stu doesn't blow your brains out.
You're not going to do that, Claudia.
Do you think you can stop me?
Yes. I think I can. You're not a very nice person, really. Yes, I'm quite sure I can stop you.
They've faded away again. Just faded away, as if they were nothing but air.
Less than air, Martha. They're nothing at all. They're a memory. Okay, you've seen the end of it. Now will you come away with me?
Oh, no. That wasn't the end of anything, Ken, and you know it.
Martha, I told her I love you. You heard me tell her that.
Oh, yes, sure. After you and she
Martha,
had...
don't. Please don't.
Don't what? Cry? Not for $1 million.
I want us to leave this place now.
You go if you like. I'm staying for the end.
Well, they must have made it as far as the turnoff anyway. I ain't seen hide nor hair of the car.
Oh, there it is. Yep, up ahead there.
That heap of snow?
Yeah, must be. Stopped just this side of the turnoff to the lake.
I sure hope they had enough gas to keep the heater going. Else they're frozen to death by now.
Yeah. Well, don't look like there's anybody in the car, Lou. I guess I'll just have to walk on up there myself.
Why, you're as crazy as they are, Al.
Yep. Yeah, you sit here and stay warm, Lou. I got snowshoes in the trunk.
Son of a gun. Now, who'd think of snowshoes?
And I'd like this, a sheriff would. Don't know why I didn't open a grocery store instead of running for sheriff.
It's weird. The way they just materialize.
It isn't real.
Shh. Why are you looking at me like that, Ken? If you have anything silly in mind, you can just forget it.
Silly?
Just don't look at me that way.
What way, Claudia?
As if you could... Almost as if you could kill me.
I wouldn't, of course, if there were any other way. But there isn't.
Come on, Ken. You're kidding.
I won't have you telling Martha about you and me. I won't put her through a thing like that. If I have to kill you to prevent it, why then...
Okay. Then I'm sorry. I didn't realize you felt so strongly about it. We'll just forget the whole thing, okay? Well, don't just sit there shaking your head at me. I won't say a word to Martha. Or to Stu either about us, Ken. I promise you.
I don't believe you.
But that's just the point, Ken. I'm telling you, you can believe me. I promise.
A moment ago, you said you don't give a damn what you promised.
That was just... Oh, you know it was just talk. Oh, Ken, you've got to believe me.
I can't.
But if you don't... Oh, no, Ken. Please.
There's only one alternative.
No!
I'm sorry, Claudia.
Keep your hands off me. Don't touch me.
If you fight me, Claudia, it's only going to make it worse. Now, what's the good of that? Just a little more now. It will all be over in just a minute. Just a little while, and the whole thing will be behind us.
Ken, you killed her. That was the weekend she disappeared. You killed her.
Yes. I couldn't figure anything else to do.
Oh, God, a murderer.
Martha, don't say that.
Adulterer and murderer. What did you do with her? What did you do with her body?
I tore some boards off the floor of the utility room and buried her under there.
The utility room? You mean she's under there now? Under that floor right this minute?
Yes.
All last summer. Every weekend, all last summer, we were out here laughing and having fun, and she...
I wasn't having much fun.
So, what do we do now?
I'll go to the sheriff's office and give myself up.
You intend to confess?
What else is there to do? I'm glad it's over.
I don't think I can walk to the car.
I'll carry you. We can make it.
There's nobody else who knows about this, is there? Just me. Nobody else even suspects.
It doesn't matter. I told you. I'm going to give myself up.
I know what you told me. It would be so easy.
What would be easy?
You carry me part of the way. Far enough so I can't get back, and then just leave me in the snow to die. The way you might have done yesterday.
Martha!
You're a murderer. You killed Claudia to save yourself. Why not me?
I wouldn't. Martha, you know I wouldn't.
Well, there's only one way to find out for sure, isn't there? Let's go.
Ken Harris does not know that the sheriff is making his way toward the cottage, but the going is slow. It will be some time before the two meet. If Ken chooses to leave his wife to die of exposure, he can do it and get away with it. But will he? You may have it either way you want it, or can believe it. Whatever you decide, I'll be back in a few minutes. A murderer, a reluctant murderer, granted, has either been exposed for what he is, or has been prodded to the brink of a further and even more despicable crime. And the force that brought him to this plight was supernatural, according to our present standards of what is and what is not natural. Could it be that there is a department of criminal investigation operating on a level not yet recognized by our very exact sciences? Our cast included Joan Lovejoy, Nat Polan, Joan Loring, Bob Caliban, and Robert Maxwell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. It is a generally accepted theory that no man is all good or all bad, that there is a mixture of both in all of us, that we are all, in some degree, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But is it possible that a man could be all evil, all selfish, all destructive, without a single saving grace? This is a study of such a man.
Lord, will the old goat never die? The bishop is dead. He asked for you at the last. Did you hear me, Carl?
Hear you? Of course I did. And now, by heaven, you're going to hear me. Asked for me, did he? The slavering old hypocrite.
Carl!
He could no more stand the sight of me than I of him. But now he's gone, and there's nothing to stop me. The estate is mine. The money is mine. Now I can rock the rafters, the 7 deadly sins, the 10 commandments. I'm to commit all the first, and I'll break all the second. I'm going to cut such a swath, the devil himself will envy me.
Our mystery drama, Markheim, Man or Monster, was suggested by the Robert Louis Stevenson classic and was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Kevin McCarthy. I'm going to cut such a swath that the devil himself will envy me. These explosive words from the tall young man who had waited so long for his great-uncle to die shook the man who had brought the news, Dr. John Devlin. In stunned disbelief, he looked at the handsome young man still in his 30s, whom he loved as a son, while memory raced quickly through his head.
I had known Karl Markheim all his life. I should. I brought him into the world. Perhaps what I should be saying is I thought I had known him. Oh, I realized that beneath the dark, Byronic beauty of his physical presence and his magnetic charm, he was lazy and shiftless and frequently arrogant. But since his parents' death, I had stood in loco parentis to him, and accepted his faults as any parent eventually must do with a grown man. And yet, till this moment, I had failed to realize the ugly evilness that lurked deep within him. Carl, control yourself. The house is full of mourners who loved and respected the great man we have just lost. Come with me quickly into the library till you can get hold of yourself.
I can control myself, Uncle John. If I could keep myself in hand, swallow my bile all those years I had to scratch for handouts, how easy do you think it's going to be for me now that I'm king of the hill?
Carl, boy, save some pity and sorrow for the poor old man. He was your great-uncle.
He was the family nemesis. He sat on the estate and the money, pontificating on the virtues of frugality and self-denial, refusing my father his share, hounding him into mediocrity, turning him into a fawning dog, killing him in the end. And my mother with him. May he rot in hell.
The bishop.
Well, then, in heaven, wherever he chooses, or wherever he was led, all I care for is that at last he is dead and I am alive and free. Oh, come, Uncle, let's start the festivities. I
follow my foster son from the room. my old legs unable to keep up with the vigorous stride of his younger ones. I watch him pass among the guests, a perfect picture of subdued grief and compassion, his tall figure above everyone as he moves through the crowd of mourners towards the Childers family, oldest and dearest friends of Carl's father and mother. And I cannot believe it, watching him now, the thoughts that he has put into words in front of me.
Carl, my dear boy, my deepest condolences.
Thank you, Mr. Childers.
I'm sorry, too, Carl. I wish there was something I could do to help.
Thank you, Grace. But it had to come eventually, didn't it?
As it must to all men. And women, too, I suppose.
Well, never to you, Mrs. Childers. You look like Grace's sister.
Oh, now there's the wildest of compliments from a young man to a woman teetering on the edge of her prime.
Now, that's true enough, madam. That you are in your prime, but far from the edge.
You are very gallant.
And you are very out of key for such a solemn occasion, Gertrude.
Oh, I'm sorry, Winston. I certainly didn't mean to say or do anything inappropriate.
When will the actual internment be, Carl?
Oh, I'm afraid I'll have to ask Uncle John. He can tell you exactly what's planned.
Oh, hello there, Dr. Devlin.
Oh, Mr. Childers, Mrs. Childers, Grace.
How do you do?
Always a pleasure to see you, Dr. Devlin, even under these most unhappy circumstances.
I've got to get a breath of air, Grace. You want to join me on the balcony?
Oh, yes.
Will you excuse us for a moment? Uncle John, I leave everything in your charge. I've got to get away, and Grace has been kind enough to offer to accompany me.
Now, just a moment. I think
we should let the young people have a moment alone to gather themselves together, as the rest of us must plan to do.
Well, of course, darling, if you think so.
You'll excuse us, then?
By all means.
Oh, look, Carl. There's a full moon.
Lover's moon. Strange thing to have to equate with death.
I can't imagine death. I can't even think how it might be.
Well, how could you at 18?
19. Almost 20.
You growing up so soon, little Grace.
I have been grown up for some time. And let's not go through any of that old routine about how you used to dangle me on your knee.
Didn't I?
Well, if you did, I was either much too old or you much too young. How old are you, anyway?
Older than the pyramids.
What?
Before my great-uncle died. Now, I've dropped a decade like a snake sloughs his skin. I'm back to my 20s, not my 30s.
Oh, I wish you really believed that. Carl, I've been in love with you all my life. I wish you could see me as a woman.
Grace, my dear.
Carl, excuse me, but the undertakers are here. I think you ought to be with us to make the arrangements.
Just call me Angel, Grace. The angel of death. As presumptive heir, I must spread my wings and fly to sit and hatch the golden eggs with all due pomp and ceremony.
Oh, I'd love to call you Angel. But for very different reasons. And now you can afford a wife.
You know, you are a very forward little minx. And, an attractive one.
Carl, are you coming?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world, Uncle John. I can't wait to be in at that death.
I'm very displeased with you, Gertrude.
Are you, Winston, dear? What about this time?
Grace, sending her off with that rake Markheim.
You disapprove of young Markheim as a husband for Grace?
Well, he's not young.
Oh, he's in his 30s, young enough, and now gloriously rich.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, my dear, but as family lawyer, I happen to have drawn the bishop's will. The entire estate goes to the church, except for a small pittance to his grandnephew.
Oh, no. Oh, look at Grace, the way she looks at him. You can see she adores him. And, well, she does have money of her own.
On which, as long as I have any say about it, he'll never lay a finger.
Shh. They're coming this way.
I'm returning your daughter to you, safe and sound. If you'll excuse me, I understand the undertakers are here, and I shall be needed.
Then we'll go.
Grace, you and your mother go home. I shall stay for the reading of the will.
So soon?
If you prefer to wait.
No, by all means. Let's have anything pleasant that we can on this unfortunately dreary occasion. I shall make all due haste to have the bishop transported to the mortician so that he can robe and prepare him for his lost retreat. Carl!
Oh, forgive me, Mr. and Mrs. Childers, but Carl, you're keeping us waiting.
If you'll excuse me.
Quite all right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Uncle John. I didn't realize that the old boy was in that much of a hurry. I don't believe it. Everything. The estate, this house, all the money to the church.
You heard the will?
I'll contest it. I'll drag it through every court.
Now, easy, Carl, easy. He left you a yearly allowance.
£1,000 a year? Well, that's not enough to keep me in cigars.
I think the bishop had it in mind that it was high time for you to start earning your own living.
Don't you look down your nose at me, you pompous fat.
Carl, control yourself.
It's quite all right, Dr. Devlin. I can well understand Markheim's disappointment. But time will accustom him to his new status in life. The will entitles him to stay on for 6 months in the house. It will take that long to clear probate anyhow.
It'll never clear probate. I'll contest.
Well, that's your election. But let me warn you, Markheim. I drew this will, and it's ironclad. You can't break it. Besides, it'll cost money to contest, and it seems that's what you have, in your own words, very little of. Good day, gentlemen.
Oh, good day, Mr. Childers.
Oh, that fat, supercilious, vulgar little...
Carl, will you stop it? I can't bear to see you like this.
You mean as I really am?
No, I won't believe that of you.
Then watch me find a way to cut him down to size.
You can't, Carl. You have no power to change what is.
Oh, you think not? You think not? When one has no scruples and long ago buried his conscience, anything and everything is possible. Now stop looking so scandalized. Is the naked truth more than your Victorian morals can bear?
Oh, I'm so glad you came to dinner, Carl.
Well, how could I refuse? Except that your father wasn't quite so happy.
Oh, Dad'll come around. Mother and I will see to that. I can't think why he's taken this sudden turn against you.
I'll tell you why. It's because of the will. My beloved great-uncle has left me practically penniless.
Oh, no. Oh, my poor darling. Oh, but you, with your wonderful brain and all your connections, you can find a way to be as rich as you want to be.
Well, that takes time, and I don't get any younger.
Oh, you'll never look old.
I adore you, my darling. I have all my life watching, waiting for you to grow up, to be old enough to ask you to be... Well, it's all impossible now.
What's impossible? For us to be married? Just because you haven't much money? Well, I have more than enough for both of us. Mine that my uncle left me. Oh, darling, darling, if that's all that stands between us, kiss me, and we'll be married as soon as it's decent.
No, sir. Never will I give my consent. You'll never get either my daughter or her money.
When she's 21...
I know your staying power. You'll never wait that long. You and my daughter will never be married.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, Mr. Childers. I promise you that I'll give you cause to regret your attitude before all is done between us.
Oh, my darling, I love you so. If this is the only way, then I'm not ashamed. I'll be proud.
It's the only way, and I promise you, you won't be sorry.
Oh, how can I ever be sorry for loving you?
You poisonous scoundrel! Is this true, Grace?
Yes, Father.
You're going to have his baby? How long?
I'm in my 4th month.
Lord, no.
It would seem, Mr. Childers, that after all, a marriage has been arranged.
Without scruples or conscience, anything is possible. It would seem that Karl Markheim's statement is right. Let's see his score so far. Of the 7 capital sins, he has committed all but perhaps envy and gluttony. And he's only beginning to break the commandments. Can he reach his goal? I'll be back shortly with Act 2. A marriage was arranged, and young Grace Childers became Karl Markheim's willing bride. If some people thought it was a little close after the bishop's death, most people felt that Karl had waited long enough to take the step. The church was gracious also. For a promised yearly contribution, they granted the use of the Markheim house and grounds. To people at large, only one thing was any different in this marriage, and that was that the newlyweds did not take their honeymoon immediately following the wedding.
How is Grace, Uncle John?
In perfect health. She'll make a wonderful mother. I have something to say about your wife's pregnancy.
What's that?
It's starting to show. Fortunately, however, there is a remedy.
What are you suggesting?
That you take your wife on an extended honeymoon in Europe. I'd say a year's visit at least. By the time you return, there'll be no embarrassment for anyone.
Well, it's impossible. I don't have any money.
Your wife would be glad to lend it to you.
No, except that starched shirt that she calls Papa has managed to sew it up legally, and the estate won't give me an advance.
Very well, I'll arrange it somehow. I'll talk to Mr. Childers. Do you love that girl you married?
You're the only one I'll give the truth. You see my reflection in the mantelpiece mirror. With this reflection, I'm happy to realize I'm breaking 2 commandments at once.
What do you mean?
The first and the second. Thou shalt have no other God but me, and thou shalt not make for yourself a graven image. There is my graven image in the mirror, Uncle John. Myself. What I love first before any...
What is it?
Who is he? I can't see him clearly. What are you... Who did you bring with you?
I bring... What are you talking about?
Behind you. Over your shoulder. I saw it in the mirror, a face.
There's no one behind me. We're all alone.
But when I turn to the mirror, I can't...
You could see what, Carl?
Nothing. There's nothing there? No. I guess perhaps I've been too busy indulging the 6th of the 7 deadly sins, gluttony, in my case the bottle. Leaving only envy.
You know something, Carl? I think you need this trip as much as that dear little wife of yours does. I think it might be the best hope for both of you. I'll talk to Childers and show him that without it, there'll be the devil to pay for all of you.
I respect your opinion, Dr. Devlin, and I applaud your belief that there is one decent streak somewhere in that young blackguard's makeup. But I'll do everything legally in my power to keep his hands off my daughter's money.
But it is her money.
She's not of age.
She's married and having a child. It seems to me age is irrelevant.
What is irrelevant is my husband, Dr. Devlin. He's a century behind his times. Which is exactly why he's going to release Grace's money and stay out of this.
Gertrude, I don't want you interfering.
There are a lot of things you don't want, Winston, but I'm not going to stop to listen to them because it might take weeks. Now, you don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to be embarrassed among our acquaintances.
What are you talking about?
Well, you would call it your daughter's good name. I call it a spade. Your good name. Your reputation.
Carl and Grace will have a child less than 5 months after they're married. If they have it here, you'll be a laughing stock. If they return a year, 2 years from now, from an extended trip on the continent, who's to say what age the child is? And your reputation will be salvaged, as well as your daughter's. You have no choice.
She had cut to the heart of the matter, and Childers had to give in. Grace got her money, and Carl and she their honeymoon. If that's the proper name for it. I made a trip to France myself to deliver the baby, which I'm sad to say was fruitless, since the child was born dead. Now, you mustn't take it so hard, Grace. It was no one's fault.
Perhaps.
I can assure you medically it was sheer unfortunate accident. It was better, actually, this child didn't live. But that doesn't mean you can't have as many more as you want.
As I want.
Yes.
The problem isn't me, Dr. Devlin. It's what Carl wants.
Well, Grace, after I've talked to him...
Can you talk to him is the question. Can anyone talk to him?
What is it, my dear? You can confide in me.
No. No, I won't say anything against my husband. I still love him, God help me. He can't seem to help Carl. Maybe you. Maybe you are the only one who can.
It was a sordid, sickening tale I learned from acquaintances and friends that Grace had made before I faced Carl himself. In the last months of her pregnancy, he seemed to have gone berserk, leaving her for days at a time, staggering home only to sober up, leaving again for his women who were legion, his wine glass, which was always in his hand, his gambling, which was prodigious and disastrous. And yet, when I met him again, to outward looks, he'd seemed to thrive on his degeneracy. I found him at a bar, sitting on a stool facing the mirror, a glass of cognac in hand. What are you doing here, Carl?
Oh, what else, Uncle John? Celebrating the birth of a new era. Karl Markheim, father. Don't tell me the blessed event has arrived.
Your baby was born. Dead.
Thank God.
What?
Ah, Karash. There goes another commandment. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Third, isn't it? And today is Sunday, so that does away with number 4, too.
Are you mad, drinking at a bar while your wife lies mourning in the hospital, mourning your lost child? And more than that, I expect.
Lost love that never was. But there is enough more lost. I'm broke, Uncle John. Cleaned out. No love. No child. No money.
You've gone through all Grace's money in less than 6 months.
Wine, women, and the little clicking ball.
At least you still have your 1,000 a year.
Oh, no. No. That's mortgage, too.
Very well, let's not discuss it here. Come, we'll get to the hospital and pick up Grace, and I'll see that all of you get home.
Wait a minute.
What is it now?
You see, between us and behind us in the mirror, he's waiting. He's always waiting. He will not let me go.
There's no one there, Carl.
Not when you turn around, but I haven't the courage for that anymore. In case he might be.
All right, then, I'll prove it to you. I'll turn you. There. Do you see anyone?
No.
Then let's be on our way. I was desperately worried about Carl, of course. But in the few days before we left France, he seemed to dry out satisfactorily. Grace and he had a tearful reunion, and with our return to London, he appeared to take hold of himself. Grace and he seemed to have found some working arrangement, and I hesitated to interfere further. If only I had.
Not one penny.
But, Winston, if our daughter is actually starving...
She can come home where she belongs.
I love him. And we are not all that helpless.
Really? Without money, what do you intend to live on? Markheim's wits? They haven't been very successful so far.
That period of his life is past. He is working now.
At what?
He's investing.
Without money? That's quite a trick.
Well, he'll raise the money. He's assured me of that.
How?
Well, we still have the house, the furniture. We can sell those and get smaller quarters.
Sell the house and the Gertrude?
Yes, Winston?
Perhaps I am too hard on Markheim. Money I can't give him. But maybe I can put him in the way of being very rich. Where is he, Grace?
Downstairs, in the carriage.
Well, tell him I'll talk with him.
Oh, yes, Papa.
Winston, what are you up to?
What I'm up to is none of your business, Gertrude. I won't pretend to have any love for you, Markheim, and I've no money to lend you. But for my daughter's sake, I will allow you this one last chance.
The name of the stock?
Southern Rhodesian Rand. You see how much of it I'm holding. I've bought every share I could afford.
And you're sure it's a bonanza?
Markheim, I'm their lawyer. They've discovered the greatest motherlode of gold since the Comstock in America.
Ooh.
It'll make millionaires of us.
Is there stock available?
Yes, still. I can arrange that for you through my broker. Strictly cash. After Monday, when the news will break, there won't be a share left. You've 3 days left, remember. Good Friday, the exchange will be closed.
I'll have the money before then, by hook or by crook. Good morning, Mr. Ross.
Who is that? Oh, it's you, Markheim. Well, what is it this time?
The usual, my frugal and parsimonious friend. I am in need of cash. Only for a matter of days, however.
Days? And what is the security?
The entire contents of my mansion. A treasure house.
What is a few days?
You shall have it back the Monday after Easter Sunday.
Well, it can do no harm to look. I shall be at your house by 2 this afternoon.
Then we have an agreement?
Softly. First, let's let the cat out of the bag. I do not intend to buy a pig in a poke.
Carl?
Yes, Grace?
Did you get them?
Yes.
Oh,
5,000 shares at £2 apiece. By Monday or Tuesday, it'll be past 100 pounds and climbing. We're rich, Grace. Rich for the rest of our lives.
Oh, darling, I'm so glad. Particularly since it's all thanks to Papa.
No thanks from me. It was for you he did it. If this stock should fail me...
But it won't, not if Papa
Yes,
said
thank heaven I have that security. He's holding as much of it as I am.
Then try to forgive and forget. Carl, come to the country with us for an old-fashioned Easter, and let's be a real family at last.
No, damn it, I couldn't stomach the whole weekend. I'll make a bargain. You go up tomorrow with them, and I'll join you on Sunday. I'm quite sure one day will be all your father and I can stand of each other.
Carl? Oh, Carl, thank God I found you at home.
Gertrude.
Oh, my poor darling.
Gertrude, what is it? Something happened to Grace?
No. They've left for the country, but I had to see you the first moment he was gone. The stock. Is it true you bought it?
Why, yes, but what?
Oh, Lord, what are you going to do? He's ruined you. The stock you bought was his. He swindled you into buying it.
Swindled me?
Yes. The company is bankrupt. Those certificates you hold are not worth the paper they're written on.
For a moment, Markheim stares at Gertrude in utter incredulity. Then, as he turns in a fury to slam his fist against the wall, there, in the hall mirror, he sees his reflection and Gertrude's. And behind them, smiling with an almost satanic glee, the face of the man who taunts and haunts him. I'll return shortly with Act 3. At the sight of that tantalizing mirror image, his eyes misted by the red blood of frustrated fury, Karl Markheim whirls back towards Gertrude, frozen into immobility at the door. Hands in front of him, fingers curled as if to choke and strangle. He moves toward her until suddenly she cries out,
Karl!
What? Oh, it's you. Oh, for a moment I thought... No, he's gone again.
Who?
My nemesis. Doesn't matter. Come, let's go inside. I need a drink.
For a moment, I thought you were going to strangle me.
Not you. Him.
Winston?
Who? Oh, him. No, well, if he were here, and if what you say is true, I might have.
It's true. You can pour me a drink, too. I almost wish he had been here.
Here's your drink.
Thank you.
To oblivion. Strangling's too good for him, if you will excuse the expression.
I'll even drink to it. I'm the one who's had to live with him the last 25 years. Karl, is there nothing you can do?
Nothing. Except try to devise a way to hit him where it hurts for the longest time possible.
I know a way.
How?
No. No, I couldn't do that to Grace. She is my daughter.
No, there's little you could do to Grace that I haven't done already. Or that I'm not now committed to do. I don't own any of this furniture or the house I pledged. I'll land in jail. Now I am a thief. That's number 8. I've come pretty close to fulfilling my prophecy.
What prophecy? What is number 8?
Number 8 is thou shalt not steal. The other doesn't matter.
You don't love Grace, do you? You never have.
That's right. Even before this, I had nothing left to offer her. It would have been kinder if I could have found some way to kill her love for me, but apparently I can't.
Give me another drink.
All right.
You used to consider me a very good-looking woman. Was that one of your lies, or did you mean it?
Oh, that I meant.
Which brings up the subject of number 9.
What?
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Or have you broken that one?
No. Nor, as it happens, have I broken number 7.
Adultery. It's the first thought that ever crossed my mind when I first met you.
It was in mine, too.
Grace and Winston are already in the country. I'm not driving up till tomorrow with Dr. Devlin. The one single thing that would most devastate Winston is to be cuckolded. Grace need never know. But depend on it, I would let him know.
By heaven, Gertrude. It's almost worth it all for this moment.
What is is it, Papa?
The bridge is down, those damn spring rains. We can't make it before dark. We'll have to go back. Oh, boy. Oh.
Papa?
Yes?
As long as we won't be at Grandfather's tonight and Mama's with Aunt Tilda, let's drive straight to my house. You can spend the night, and I'll make supper for all of us.
Well, I don't think your husband would welcome my presence.
Oh, nonsense. Now that you've made him rich.
That hasn't happened yet.
Oh, but it's going to by Monday.
Yes, Monday is going to be a red-letter day for Mr. Karl Markheim. All right. It's almost dark. We'd better hurry.
I can't understand where Carl could be. Oh, thank you for carrying up my bag, Papa. I'll just put it on my bed.
Good Lord.
Carl. Mama. Oh, no.
Well, Gertrude, it seems we won't have to tell your husband after all.
I'd never have believed it, Carl. I could believe every rotten thing about you but this. Why, you've broken Grace's heart and destroyed the marriage of my friend and your father.
I broke Grace's heart a long time ago. She's lucky to be free at last. As for your friend and my father's friend...
Gertrude told me what he'd done to you. And I was ready to bail you out until this last unconscionable act. I now want you to know that I'm through with you forever. You have lost the last friend you have.
Except one.
Who?
My shadow, whoever he is. Well, Uncle John, there's one thing you have to say for me. I keep my word.
How?
Well, I said I'd commit every deadly sin and break every holy commandment. I've only one to go. And that I'll take care of tomorrow.
All right, I'm coming. I might have known. You, Markheim. Who else would have the gall? Easter Sunday. Well, come in. You know I'm alone and that I make a point of refusing business on a holy day.
I come to buy, not to sell. I seek an Easter present for a lady which I must present tonight.
Well, so be it. You're an old customer, so let's see. Now, here's a pretty thing, this hand glass. 15th century. See how clear it mirrors.
Too clear. I see him all too plain. Look here, do you see him?
Well, I see my own reflection.
Let me look again. No. There he still is. By God, I'll be rid of him at last.
Now, there's an unkind, unseemly thing to do, to destroy so wantonly.
And here is an even unkinder...
You stabbed me. Why?
Because I came here to complete an old vow and start a new life. Where do you keep your money?
Money? No. Help me. I'm dying.
Die, then. I picked up the guttering candle. I wanted to flee to the safety of my bed, but I've done the deed and must reap the profit. I moved about, pocketing whatever I could find of value, all the time my mind racing, telling me I should have chosen a quiet hour, arranged an alibi, not have used a knife that belonged to me. That made me move towards the corpse to pull it free. And then I saw the keys. There was money, much money, enough money to save me, hidden somewhere in this house. I must find it. Perhaps an hour later, I was upstairs, ransacking the place desperately, when the voice spoke.
You are looking for the money, I believe.
I whirled. It was him. My mirror haunt at last, face to face in life. He seemed commonplace enough, and his voice was kind and gentle. I tried to answer, but none would come. I was frozen.
You know, you have long been a favorite of mine. I've long observed you, as you are aware. and often sought to help you.
What are you? The devil?
What I may be cannot affect the service I propose to render you.
No, never. Not by you. You do not know me yet.
Oh, I know you. I know you to the soul.
Know me? How can you know me? My life is a travesty and a slander on myself. I've lived to belie my own nature as all men do.
Very feelingly expressed. But time flies. Shall I help you? I, who know all. Shall I tell you where to find the money?
For what price?
Oh, no, I offer you the service as an Easter gift.
No. No, thank you. I take nothing directly at your hands. It may seem incredulous from all I've done, but I still cannot commit myself to hell.
Why must you doubt that I have any heart? I was once an angel, too, you must remember. The devil. Why must all men mistake my purpose? I am here to try you, not to enslave you and drag you down into the pit.
No, that's not necessary in my case. I dragged myself down.
Because the devil is an illusion. I am all men. I dwell in all. It is you who seek me, not I you. Now, shall I show you the money?
And mercy? Forgiveness? Salvation?
Have you ever tried? Or asked for it?
The maid. She's returned.
Well, that needn't be no impossible fence to climb. You will open the door, tell her that you are the doctor who came because her master was taken ill quite suddenly. Once you have the girl inside and the door closed with the same dexterity as you dispatched the old man, you dispatch her. And then you have the rest of the day and night to ransack the house for the money. If you do not wish my help...
This crime was to be my last. Today, out of this deed, I meant to pluck both warning and riches and a fresh resolve to be my real self.
Your life hangs trembling in the scales. You cannot keep her waiting or she will rouse the whole neighborhood. Up, my friend, and act.
As a man in a dream, I passed down the stairs, my hand on the dagger hilt beneath my cloak. For a moment, I stopped by the door to look in a large Venetian glass. It reflects me, Karl Markheim, alone. Alone, I stand transfixed. And then the bell once more breaks out into an impatient clamor. You had better go for the police, miss. I have just murdered your master.
The devil is an illusion. He lives in all of us, and no one can conquer him but ourselves. This is the lesson Karl Markheim took a long and bitter road to learn. But then, salvation is never bought easily. I'll be back shortly. So in the end, we return to our original question. Is there any such thing as a man who is all evil without a single saving grace? Markheim came close, but in the end he reached, as all of us, for salvation. For once not asking, but offering himself as sacrifice to the mercy of God, or perhaps the devil within him. So, with a lift of hope, we end our tale. The image of God dwells within us, too. There is some small kernel of good, at least, in all of us. Our cast included Kevin McCarthy, Grace Matthews, Rosemary Rice, Guy Sorrell, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Most of us laugh off the existence of witches, today or ever, particularly today. Yet, even so casual a research source as a daily newspaper would provide us with knowledge that there are covens all over the country and the world, and that witchcraft is on the rise again. Of course, all of them, in their minds, are dedicated to good works, as the following tale will illustrate. Our mystery drama, The Witches Almanac, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Virginia Payne and Robert Dryden. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. I have in my hand a curious little book called The Witches Almanac. I'm looking at a page which contains a recipe for a witch's broth. Rendered eye of newt, pressed gall of goat, extract of lizard's liver, garnish with fur of bat and minced tail of a poisoned rat, boil in alcohol, and lace with the blood of one virgin. Ludicrous or horrifying? The date of the book is 17th century, but witches still live, believe it or not, and are busy casting spells.
Well, that's the last of them.
And just on time. Huh, it's the witching hour. There you are. 23, 24. And all is silence. 12 midnight on the nose.
What are you up to?
Oh, just checking over tonight's sales while I wait for the kettle to boil. We gotta have our own special toddy before we go to bed.
Oh, I'd have made that. I always do.
All right, lovey. I got to get a particularly good night's sleep tonight.
Why, hon?
It's gonna be a real busy day tomorrow.
Oh?
Now we got most of the supplies in. I've got to start on a brand new batch of the elixir first thing tomorrow. At least get to preparing the mash.
Mm-hmm.
We did land office business tonight. Pretty near cleaned us out.
Was it that good?
All we're going to be able to do to meet the demand. Only one's trouble me is that Connecticut crowd. They're real backsliders.
Oh, who needs them? We get more and more from Staten Island and New Jersey.
Oh, it's the bat fur, Mother. Connecticut's our best source for it.
I sometimes think I'm not a very good witch. You know, I've never really seen a bat that I remember.
Well, I've often wondered if we couldn't substitute mice, but I don't know.
Oh, no. You got a good receipt. Don't make any changes. I learned that from my mother.
Well, maybe so. She was a fine witch in her own right. I'm proud of her and her heritage.
Yeah, no more than I am of yours.
Yeah, there's the kettle. You get the toddy made. I need a good rest. A lot of work tomorrow. I sure hope we find a nice young boarder.
Read me the ad again, darling.
Elderly couple in choice location, Brooklyn Heights, wishes to replace last boarder who was like a daughter.
Oh, yes.
Desire a nice young girl of quiet habits and religious persuasion. Denomination no object. Lovely sunny room, full kitchen privileges, right, box 13, etc., etc.
Here's your toddy.
Oh.
Which of the answers did you like best?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. We'll find out tomorrow.
It's a pity we just can't come right out and ask the question directly. I just hope we don't make another awful mistake the way we did with the Godfrey girl. I'd have sworn that she was as untouched as a lily.
Not only untouched, but what'd she finally have? Quadruplets, wasn't it?
Well, triplets, actually. One of them died before it was born. Jason? Jason?
What? Oh.
Land sakes, what a racket. It's Sunday.
It won't bother the neighbors. I waited till they got off to church or mass.
Oh, don't say words like that in front of me. You know I don't like that kind of language.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just slipped out. Well, that's what they call it.
The way other people talk and think is their way of life, it doesn't affect us. Except in a business way, of course. That's what brought me out to the forge. It's about time for the, you know what, to be arriving.
Yeah, well, I'll just finish off this andiron here and be right with you.
Did you start up the still?
There's no point till we get the blood. But the mass is all ready for it to be added.
Suppose we don't find the right girl.
Oh, we'll find her sooner or later. Why don't you get on back and maybe start some weeding out? You're the one with the eye for them. And I got to finish these here andirons. And then I got 2 sets of fire tools and a weather vane I got to get out. And the stable needs some new horseshoes. Jangle the old bell there 3 times. If you think you have a live one, and I'll come right over.
You know I like to have you with me.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. At least give me till after midday mass. Till the midday services are over, and I'll be over by 1. Looks like the first of our hoped-for maidens has arrived.
Won't you just come right in, my dear? I'm Mrs. Warlock.
And I'm Kathy Pryor. I hope I'm not late.
Oh, no. As you can hear, right on time. 1 o'clock, as we agreed on the phone.
What a lovely old clock. But doesn't it stop striking?
Well, it's very old. It was left to me by my father.
How strange. It has 24 numbers instead of just 12. Just like the Army.
The Army?
Well, my father was a captain. He died in Vietnam.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was at the beginning of the war, I mean. Oh, now I see. 1 o'clock is 1,300 hours, like Dad would say, just like your clock.
Yes. For 1 p.m., it strikes 13.
How unusual.
Come now, I'll show you the room. It's upstairs. And as we go, you must tell me about yourself. You're very young.
Yes, I guess so. 18. Not so young these days, but...
But?
Well, after Father was killed, Mother was... Well, she wasn't very well, so since I was the only child, I had to take care of her until she died recently. I've lived a kind of sheltered life.
It's that door over there. Here in the city?
Oh, no, I'm from a little town in Ohio. You wouldn't even know the name of it.
Do you have more family?
No, I'm the last of the Pryors. Oh, how lovely. And the sun streaming in the window. All chintz. Dotted Swiss curtains. A big 4-poster bed, just like home.
There, Kathy. I'm just going to call you that. Maybe you found a new home here.
Oh, I just love all of it. Well, what does your husband do?
He's a forger.
A what?
Oh, I'm just teasing you. Although he really is, that's the name for it. Here, come to the window. You see our other building in the backyard?
Yes, with the smoke coming out of the chimney?
Oh, it won't bother you. We have a fan that blows it off toward the river and away from the house. That's Jason's smithy. He's an iron worker. And still, occasionally, a blacksmith.
How fascinating.
There's my husband, Jason, coming now. Tell you what, dear, you look about, and I'll go down and bring him up to meet you. Pretty as a picture, and I'm certain quite perfect for our purpose.
You sure she's a virgin?
Well, I can tell you one thing. None of the others were. You could tell that at a glance. That's why I didn't ring the bell.
Let's hope this one does. Ring the bell, I mean. Of course, by tonight, I can tell for sure when I get a blood sample. Any more coming?
No, this was the last.
Oh, honeybee, weren't we lucky? You see, Satan smiles on us. Come on, let's go upstairs and see if we can't seal the pact.
Oh, no, Mr. and Mrs. Warlock. I do love it here. Especially being able to see a little of the water and the bridge. But
what, my dear?
Well, I'm sort of embarrassed. You see, I had no idea how expensive New York would be, or how hard it would be to find a job. I have so little money left now, and you've been so sweet. I just hate to take advantage of you. Because the way things are, I'm not even sure I can afford to stay a whole month.
What sort of work do you do, Miss Pryor?
Well, back home, because I couldn't leave Mama alone too much, you see, I did part-time work for Mr. Jeffrey at his hardware store. See, we lived right over it. And a lot of the typing and bookkeeping I could do at home with Mama.
You can type and keep books?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Take dictation and file. You know, anything a secretary has to do. I took a secretarial course after I finished high school.
Land sakes, if you aren't the one... didn't give you much chance to see much of the boys, did it?
No, but that's all right. I'm not ready to be married yet, and I wouldn't want to date too much till I am. Boys today take, well, a lot too much for granted. And I don't know how to handle that.
Godfrey, if I had a daughter, I'd want... No, sir. We're not going to let you get away from us. Tell you what, make your proposition. You be my secretary, straighten out my accounts for a half a day in exchange for room and board here. The rest of the days you can spend looking for a job in New York.
Oh, Mr. Warlock, that's too much. I couldn't.
Oh, of course you could, Kathy, dear. We want you to.
I only want one promise from you in return.
What's that?
That till you find that Mr. Right, you'll keep on making this your home.
Oh, you're wonderful. Of course I want to, but...
No, that's the end of buts. You're going to come with me. We'll drive over to New York to your hotel, pick up your stuff, and by the time we get back, Mother here will have a good home-cooked meal that'll not only melt in your mouth, but tell you better than any words, you found a new home.
I don't know what it is. Ever since we had coffee after dinner, I just can't keep my eyes open.
Now, what you need is a good night's sleep. Good night now, dear. And sweet dreams.
Good night, both of you. You're absolute loves, and I know I'm going to sleep like the dead.
Well, she asleep yet?
I just peeped in. She's asleep, but tossing and turning and moaning a little.
Oh, dear me. I suppose I didn't use quite enough for the sleeping draft. I didn't want to risk too much till I found out how well she tolerated it.
Oh, yes, quite right, dear. You remember it did make the Elliott girl very sick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Oh, well, then I suppose we'll just have to use the gas.
Will you walk into my parlor, said a spider to a fly. It's the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. Well, we all know what happened to the trusting fly. But Kathy, what is in store for her? I'll return shortly with Act 2. Jason and Sarah Warlock were born, brought up, and married in Brooklyn Heights. Their home, a leftover gem in an overgrown city, at the end of a quiet, dead-end street. No neighbors save small manufacturers and warehouses on the street, for the Warlock house was originally a stable, a quiet place
for quiet people who lived a quiet life, unsuspected and unholy.
Is she all right?
Fine. Sound asleep. Had better close the window now. The gas is all gone.
Yes, Jason. It's closed.
Put the rubber tourniquet on her arm now.
There.
Not too tight.
Oh, I wouldn't hurt her for the world. This is the only part I never feel quite right about.
Now, she won't feel a thing. And think of how much she's going to do for so many of our finest. Our youth and strength and vitality is going to spread among our faithful. Hush, hush, little one. That's all. By tomorrow, you'll never know what our coven owes you, and will owe you in the vast unwinding of eternity. Sleep well, pretty. Sarah.
Yes, Jason.
If she's all she seems to be, she may turn the key in the door for all of us for everlasting life.
Breakfast just about ready, Jason. How were the tests?
Where is our Vestal Virgin?
Still asleep. Then the tests were...
As pure as any alchemist can devise.
Oh.
I've already added what was needed to the mash and started the distillery. This will be the most powerful batch of Panpharmacon Vitae I have ever concocted.
You should raise the price.
Oh, hush, woman. This is the devil's work. Would he or I seek to profit by it?
Scrambled or straight up?
Scrambled this morning, with perhaps just a lacing of the elixir.
I think she's coming downstairs.
Yeah, you're right. Put some more eggs on for her. She may feel the need of a little extra protein this morning. I'll serve the juice. Well, good morning, Kathy. Sleep well?
Oh, yes, Mr. Warlock. Except for...
For what, dear?
It's silly. Somewhere in the middle of the night, I thought I felt a pain in my arm as if something had bitten me.
Oh, let me see. Oh, yes. There is a little bit of a mark there. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Sometimes the wind blows a Jersey mosquito our way. I'll fix that in no time.
Oh, please don't worry, Mr. Warlock.
No. I want your stay here to be a completely happy one. And please, not Mr. Warlock. Can't we make it, say, Uncle Jason?
And Aunt Sarah.
I mean, we really feel, Mother and I, that we're virtually blood relations already.
Of course, if you want.
No, only if you want.
Of course I do. You're both the sweetest people I know. Uncle Jason and Aunt Sarah.
Now that's settled, Kathy. And how do you like your eggs?
Oh, just any way that you want.
Any other morning, but today is special.
Then, can I have them fried and once over lightly?
Yeah, how about some orange juice?
I'd love it. But let me tend to myself. I know you're busy already this morning, Uncle Jason.
What?
Well, I see from my window that the chimney is smoking away. What wonderful thing are you creating this morning?
Just some horseshoes for a stable near Prospect Park.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Why, child, I just came in to have breakfast myself. We'll all have it together.
Good. Then right after breakfast, I'll come over to the forge and start helping get things in order.
Oh, no. But you see, I think that this morning I'm so busy with the forge and so on. Why don't you take today off and go over to New York and start hunting for that job you hope to find?
But I promised I'd get you straightened out. Oh, my goodness, I forgot.
Forgot what, dear?
In all the excitement, I forgot I have a luncheon appointment and I can't cancel it.
About a job?
Oh, no. It's just an old friend of my mother's. You know, I wrote him after she died to tell him. Just like I wrote all the people in her address book. And then when I came to New York, I called him at his office, but he was out of town. I suppose his secretary must have given him the message, because she called me back with a lunch invitation for today.
You want to cancel it?
I can't. His office is closed on Mondays. So I have no way of reaching him. And I'd hate to put the old gentleman out.
Old gentleman?
Well, he was once a beau of my mother's. And then when she married Dad, he moved to New York. He was quite old even then, I guess.
Oh, well, then it's all settled. You can whisk off to New York in the subway, Kathy. And I'll get after this old reprobate here to get his papers together so you can put them in order. Meanwhile, I'm going to have Jason put up a screen on your window, just in case any of those mosquitoes come your way again.
Oh, I don't want to be a bother.
Bother? My dear little girl, you don't know how happy we are to have you with us.
Yes, mademoiselle. May I help you?
Yes, I'm having lunch with a Mr. Patrick Trent. I don't know if he's here yet.
No, not yet. But let me take you to his table. This way, mademoiselle. Henri, a chair for the lady.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, pardon, mademoiselle. Monsieur Trent just arrived.
That's Mr. Trent?
Yes. Excuse me?
Miss Pryor?
Yes, Mr. Patrick Trent?
Junior. I guess not that anymore. My father died in Florida 4 days ago. I just came back from his funeral.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What can I say?
Oh, please don't. Mind if I sit?
Of course not.
Dad he knew it was coming. Not so soon, of course. And he wasn't all that young. But he was meticulous about everything. And he told me he had this appointment with you. So I'm trying to fulfill all his promises and round things off. Can I order us a drink before lunch?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a drinker. I wouldn't know what to order.
Well, why not leave that to me? I'll take it easy. But we really ought to celebrate. Or at least me. You know, in a period of absolute despair, suddenly you were there, one bright, shining light through the murk. So, in the lowest period of my life, I walk into my father's favorite restaurant, and instead of a nice, aging old lady, I find you.
Well, I was looking for a nice, kindly old father figure.
Sorry, I can't fill the bill.
Well, that's all right. I found another one.
Who?
Oh, that isn't important for the moment. You know, I feel a little woozy. Shouldn't we order something to eat?
Sarah, what are you doing here? You scared me.
How's our life force coming?
Never better. Forge still burning outside?
Oh, yes.
Got to watch that. It's our excuse for this other and more important work of ours.
Oh, of course, Father dear.
You know I don't like you coming through the secret door by daytime. What is it?
I've had quite a few calls. The Bronx, Queens, and Mascot can recycle bottles for us if we pick them up. Oh, and you better stop by Mrs. Fernglass right here in Columbia Heights.
Fine. I can leave this cooking for the rest of the day and take the panel truck to pick them up. We need them. Did our little pigeon and our Kathy come back?
No, not yet. Why, are you worried?
Oh, no, not worried. Concerned. Purest blood we ever had. Oh, I wouldn't want to lose her for any reason whatsoever.
So, now you've seen the lady herself, the Statue of Liberty. Feeling more unfettered and free?
I guess I would, if I didn't feel so guilty.
Well, what do you have to feel guilty about?
Well, I should have been looking for a job.
Well, you told me you kind of have one.
Oh, that's just part-time. And also,
Yeah?
Well, I feel a little woozy from whatever you talked me into drinking before lunch.
A daiquiri?
And we just had a bottle of beer. You know, I think I'm a little half seasick.
No, couldn't be. We're just coming into the slip. So it has to be nothing. Or all.
What did you mean there on the boat? Or all?
Oh, it's just a feeling I have about us. Come on, let's get the subway for Brooklyn.
You don't have to take me home. I can manage.
I know, but I have to go to work. I'm not a lawyer like my dad, just a reporter. Lowly police precinct duty at that. Come on, we both have to get off at the same station. Clark Street, right?
Well, that's my stop. But for you?
Before I get there, I get your phone number and address, I hope, for future reference. Then I go to work.
Hey, Pat, what do you say, boy? How's the world treating you?
Oh, great, Sergeant. I just met a girl.
They make them anymore? I thought they threw away the old mold when they created Mez.
You better believe this one is no mess. She's Miss all the way, Jim.
Well, she sure seems to have made a hit with you.
Oh, bullseye. I'm kind of late, Sarge, so before I have my editor on my tail, what's new on the blotter?
Well, you didn't miss a thing. Just the usual. Woman receiving obscene phone calls, 3 minor muggings. Nobody hurt, thank heavens. An old booze hound overdid it and kicked off from alcohol poisoning. All the run-of-the-mill stuff, not worth a slug of type. Oh, just one social note, you might say.
What's that, Sarge?
I'm not a sergeant anymore, buddy. You're talking to a lieutenant.
Hey, Jim, that's great. Now, we got to find you a headline case to bust wide open.
That the last case?
Yeah. It's not even half full.
Did you go by Mrs. Fernglass?
Right on by. There were cops and an ambulance there. One of the neighbors told me they found her dead.
Oh, the poor old thing. She must not have been taking the elixir.
Well, the devil take it. He must have wanted her home.
Yes.
Sure wish I'd gotten the bottles first, though. We're getting awful low.
It's a shame how careless people are.
So are we.
What?
You left the door open and Kathy's caught us.
I hope I'm not butting in. There was no one in the house, so I...
Oh, that's all right, Kathy. No secrets here.
I never realized you had a room behind the forge. Oh, what lovely old bottles. What are they for?
Oh, they're just decorative.
Yes. For windows and bottle glass door panels.
What a wonderful idea. And what's that thing that's bubbling away there?
Oh, that makes the grout, you see. The cement that holds the bottles together after they're cut.
Well, how do you cut them?
That's my secret. How is your day and your luncheon?
Now, Jason, that's Kathy's secret.
Well, I was just interested, that's all.
Then why shouldn't you know? I'm dying to tell you about it.
Well, why don't you go in the house and freshen up for dinner? We'll be having it soon. And you can tell us all about it then.
All right. But someday soon, I want to watch you making one of those windows.
You think Kathy suspected anything?
I doubt it. I hope not.
I hope not, too. But if she does, she'll have to go. Just like Vera Blythen. You know that, dear.
I know. Satan's work must be done.
And nothing, or no one, can stand in the way.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. The ingredients are gathered, and the witch's broth is fermenting. Panpharmacon vitae, the elixir of life. They all believe they must drink. Has Kathy learned too much to be safe? And who is there to protect her if she has? I'll return shortly with Act 3. There is nothing more inexplicable than an obsession. Otherwise charming and sensible people can do the most outlandish things in the name of some irrational belief. And the terrible danger of witchcraft is that it is a hidden belief, secret and unknown. In their wildest dreams, no one who knew that dear old couple, the Warlocks, could have suspected the havoc they are capable of. Least of all, Kathy, as she prattles away about her day in town with her newfound aunt and uncle.
Now, you're sure you won't have some more cherry cobbler, Kathy?
Oh, no, thanks. It was yummy, but I couldn't hold another thing.
Tell me, dear, are you going to see this young man of yours again?
I don't know. He did take my address and phone number before he went to the police station.
What? The police station?
Yes. He's a reporter for the Brooklyn Journal.
Oh.
I would be a little careful of those reporters. They're a wild lot, they say.
Oh, not Pat. He's very kind and quiet and thoughtful.
Still, the ones that work the police beat get pretty hardened by the things they see.
Yes.
I'd be very careful about a young fellow like that.
Why, you two dears. You're protecting me like I was your own flesh and blood.
So you are. Now we got you.
Come.
Couldn't wait to show off your new office, huh, Lieutenant? That's what you had to call me?
Forget it, Pat. This is strictly business. I have a story for you. I'd like you to get it on the front page of tomorrow's paper.
Oh, Brother Jim, you're not asking much. I don't think I can beat the deadline.
Let me talk first. Ever see anything like this?
No. Old-fashioned bottle. Strange shape.
Read the label.
Panpharmacon vitae. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you got the college education, Pat. You tell me.
Well, it's gobbledygook. I mean, it's part half-baked Greek, half Latin. Roughly, I guess you'd say all the medicine of life. Or like maybe all the drugs you need to sustain life. What is it, some kind of patent medicine?
Unlicensed. I sent the rest of the bottles to Food and Drug to have them analyzed. But meantime, all I need is my nose to tell me what it's mostly made of. Smell it.
Phew, smoke, right, Jim?
Loaded with wood alcohol, I guess. Alcohol, anyways.
Where'd you get this?
Remember I mentioned earlier today some old booze hound got knocked off from alcohol poisoning?
No, not particularly. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Well, she was poisoned, all right. But she wasn't any booze hound. When we followed up on the story, we found she was a Mrs. Fernglass, local librarian, very well respected, but very quiet and kept very much to herself. And we found a whole case of this gook, most of the bottles empty. Some lousy con talked an old lady afraid of dying into buying her own death. And I want him.
Now, how do I help?
First of all, get me a story in the papers so anyone else who has this stuff doesn't also knock themselves off. Build it up so maybe we can get someone who bought it to tell why, how, and where. There's no instruction on this label. It's homemade. Now, whoever makes or sells this stuff is a ghoul.
Paper come, Sarah?
Just brought it in. Here you are, dearie.
Thank you, sweetheart. By God.
Jason, you're swearing.
Never mind that. Come out to the forge with me.
But I'm getting breakfast and
Do as
Kathy will
I
be
say.
done.
Come on.
Yes, but Jason, I never heard you.
Don't talk, just follow me.
Morning, Aunt Sarah, Uncle Jason. They're gone. Uncle Jason? He must be out in the forge. Maybe it's for me. Hello?
Kathy?
Yes? Pat?
True Blue.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to call me when you didn't call last night.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got tied up with a big story. But forget that for the moment. When do I see you again? Tonight?
Well, yes. Matter of fact, how'd you like to come and meet these two gorgeous old people who are taking such good care of me?
No wonder the police were at Mrs. Fernglass's yesterday.
Oh, poor old thing. If she had only been taking the Panpharmacon.
She took too much. You know, I always warn everyone against that. Now this witch hunt is on. I may have to get rid of all the bottles I filled.
But why, dear? We're not doing any wrong.
Yeah, we know that, but the rest of them, they outside, the unbelievers, they'll want to persecute us.
But how can they find us? Nobody in the coven will come forward.
No, but Kathy might. It's a chance we can't afford to take. She's got to disappear.
Oh, do we have to, Jason, darling? She doesn't have to see the paper.
It's on every newsstand with that big headline. How can she miss it?
Well, we'll just have to keep her home.
It's dangerous. I'd have to be sure there was some way she'd never get wind of this story.
What are you doing here, Jason?
I had to come, Dr. Callius. I have a problem.
I can't fit you in today. I'm booked solidly.
Not a psychiatric problem. This affects you directly as High Priest of the Coven. There's somebody I'm afraid will have to be removed.
I don't see how it could happen so suddenly. Hit me right after breakfast.
Now, dear, just let me make you comfortable in bed and...
I want to see a doctor.
Shush, baby. Jason has gone to see about one for you right now. You just try to drink this nice medicine I made for you. It'll settle your stomach.
All right. right, Jason. That will do the job, all right. Just inject it in the vein, if you feel it has to be done.
I don't want to hurt the poor child. Besides, she was such a perfect subject. But we must protect the coven at all times.
I asked her out, yes. But how can you dispose of the...
The body? Oh, for a smithy, that doesn't present any problems. For a witch. Isn't cremation what we all want afterwards?
Jason?
Yeah, it's me. Where's the girl?
Upstairs, sound asleep. I gave her something in this glass as well as the small dose of arsenic.
When the young man calls, we'll tell him she suddenly left.
And if he doesn't believe us?
Well, what can he do? We open no doors and he can't break his way in. Now, as soon as it's dark, I'll do what has to be done, and by midnight there'll be nothing left of our poor little girl but ashes.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, dear.
Pat Trent speaking. Who? Oh, yeah, put her on. Hi, Kathy. What? The story? Oh, look, I told you. All right. It was just an old lady who was buying some kind of phony patent medicine that killed her. It was loaded with alcohol and Huh? What shape was the bottle? Well, it was old-fashioned, sort of octagonal and... What? Look, honey, I'm at work. I can't just walk out on... No. No, wait a minute, Kathy. Wait a minute. Kathy? Kathy? Damn. Is she crazy or something?
Kathy still asleep?
Yes.
I'd better answer that. Hello? Oh, yes, Mr. Dredd. Oh, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Kathy walked out on us this morning. No, she's gone. No forwarding address. Well, I'm sorry. I really don't want to discuss it. She left without paying her rent.
Jim, you've got to help me.
You say you went to the house and no one answered.
Yeah, but I am sure someone was there. Jim, this kid's in danger.
Well, what can I do, Pat? I can't enter a search without a warrant.
So how do we get one?
I don't know. Wait a minute. You want to swear out a complaint against Kathy Pryor?
For what?
Stealing your wallet will do.
Oh, if that will get us in, you got it.
Open up. This is the police. Open up or we're coming in.
Oh, dear me, what is it?
I'm looking for Kathy Pryor, charged robbery.
Well, she's not here. She left.
I have a search warrant here. Open up and I'll decide for myself.
Police, help!
Okay, that does it. Open up, or do you want me to kick the door in?
It was all just too much. I never get sick or sleep that heavy. I couldn't face that last drink, so I poured it down the sink and just lay there pretending to be asleep. Lying there, a lot of little funny things started to add up. And then, when I heard what they planned...
Hey, take it easy, Kathy. You're okay from here in.
I thought they were so sweet. But they're ghouls. Absolute ghouls.
You're right, Miss Pryor. But they don't think so. They think they're right. But don't worry. We have enough on them and the doctor to put them away for a long time.
They confessed?
We bore down a bit on the old man, and the old lady came to his defense like a tiger.
Uh-huh.
She blurted enough of it out for us to get the rest.
But what's the matter with them?
They're witches, Miss Pryor. And in their world, that means they're good. That's the way they feel. I'll tell you how I feel. To hell with them.
To which I can only add, from ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord deliver us, as he did Kathy Pryor.
I'll be back shortly. Sarah and Jason were put away for life, and all existing bottles of Pan-Pharmacon Vitae were located and destroyed, and the coven dispersed. Incidentally, the analysis by the FDA confirmed a small quantity of blood in each bottle, human blood, and of course, alcohol. Other ingredients defied analysis. Kathy, who married Pat, sleeps deeper but more tranquilly these nights. The coven was broken up, but it's only one of many, and witches are still abroad. Always be on your guard. Our cast included Virginia Payne, Robert Dryden, Jada Rowland, Marshall Borden, and Dan Acco. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.